The start because my nigga already going in can't.
I'll wait. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm gonna reiterate all this shit because it's just weird. Like the game ain't like that no more. Okay. Like I first started doing this shit 10 years ago. When I first started, you really had to you had to be at the club. You had to be on stage. You had to get up there, do your 2-3 minutes, work your shit, and then you'll get an opportunity to do 5 to 8 minutes. Yeah. And then once you do that 5 to 8, if you kill that for 2 months, then you might get to do 10 to 15.
You got to do that much work just to
get to that? Nigga, you got to do... Nigga, I live in Danville. I was driving to Champaign 2 to 4 times a week to do open mics. Okay. And over here in Champaign, I was getting a chance to do 4 to 7 minutes. Okay. But when I drove to the city... I'm literally driving to Chicago for open mics to do 2 to 3 minutes of comedy. And that's how you had to grind to be seen, to be noticed. Okay. So if you was in Chicago, if you lived in Chicago, you was going all over the city. Yeah. All over the city 3 to 5 times a week. Wednesday night, you hitting 4 open mics. You might be on the south side, go hit the north side, and then be in the suburbs. Yeah. All open mics, just trying to get seen. And once you got lucky enough to be seen by the right people, then they might book you on something. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So when you get booked, though, is that where the bread comes in? Or
bro, the bread don't come for a long time, boy. Because when you get booked, it just depends on what you're getting booked to do. When you at that open mic level, somebody is going to book you to maybe come to open for something. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting booked to do no real full, set. You getting booked to come open. When I run shows, because I run shows now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the game 10 years.
Where are you running at?
I ran my own show in Danville for 7 years. It was called Funny First Friday. Okay. So once a month, the first Friday of every month, we did a show, and I feel like I'm giving y'all the game right now. So if I see you niggas pop up doing this shit, niggas I know.
Around.
But
hey, watch y'all niggas, man. Oh, so we got both cameras. We got camera right here. Look, camera right here, camera right there.
If y'all see these niggas doing this shit, y'all know they took this shit to me, and they better cut me the fuck in.
I was about to say I'm gonna do paper with you, my nigga.
But what you got to do, you get you an opener, a feature, and a closer. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. 3 comedians, because you don't want no 2.5, 3 hour comedy show. People will get laughed out. Yeah. So your opener is gonna do 10 to 15. Okay. They gonna loosen the room up. Your feature is gonna do a 20. Then your closer is gonna do anywhere from 30 to an hour, just depending on the strength of the closer and what you're willing to pay. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. But you start off as an open mic. You start off doing 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Maybe 4 to 7 if you're lucky. And then you'll get the opportunity to maybe come and do 8 to 10. Then you might get the opportunity to go do 15. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that takes, for some people, it happens overnight. I'm not gonna lie. Some people right time, right place, it hits.
Yeah. Because that's what, to me, I was thinking about that. I'm it seemed like you got the grinders, but then you got other people who just saying, where you come from?
And see, that's why I said I can't stand niggas like y'all. Because, and the thing about it, and the thing about it is,
tell me who y'all is, though.
And when I say y'all, what I mean is, the quote-unquote content creators. Right. The skit makers.
Y'all you know what I'm saying?
Because so you think social media has taken away from the people who grind on comedy?
Hell yeah. Social media fucked the game up. Mm-hmm. Because the thing about it is this. What we doing right now, this is podcast level, you know what I'm saying? So this is real conversation. Yeah, right. This is real, you don't have to edit this. You might chop it up just, you know what I'm saying, make it move faster to smooth it out. But when you doing a skit, you get 25, 30 opportunities to do it. You can edit it. You get as much time as you need to make sure what you're putting out.
Edit the fuck out.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you a stand-up, you get on that stage, I'm going to tell you now, man, this is real. Stand-up comedy is the hardest form of entertainment out there.
I swear to God it is. I tried it.
Because I remember when you said you was going to try it, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, nigga, I don't watch your TikToks. I hope you don't think that shit's about to translate to the stage.
Oh, no, hell no.
Because the thing about it is, like we just said, with skits and stuff, with content, you can edit it and craft it, and you have time to perfect it.
Yeah.
With stand-up, the reason it's the hardest form of entertainment, You're not getting up there singing some lyrics. With lyrics, you can go use somebody else's lyrics. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? You're not reading nobody else's lines.
Yeah.
And you're not being asked to port. What's the word I want to look? Word I'm looking for. You're not being asked to portray a full range of emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With acting, if you could be a great dramatic actor or a great comedic actor, but with acting, you're being asked to use so many different emotions and portray them and show them to people.
Facts. You gotta be charismatic.
Yeah.
All that shit.
But with comedy, when you get on that stage, make me laugh.
Nah, that's facts.
You got
and
a
then
room
you got
of people.
the person who's sitting down who may purposely don't like you just because you ugly,
man,
or whatever. You ain't got the right shoes on, so you gotta be extra crazy funny to make
the
that nigga
moment
laugh.
you walk on that stage, make me laugh.
Simple.
And that's your job. And I'm telling you right now, bro, no bullshit. The most painful shit on earth is when you get up there with a joke that you've been thinking about and working on, and niggas look at you like this.
Crickets, nigga. Damn,
boy.
No cap. No. I can already feel that shit,
man.
Because nigga, that shit.
I'm
just
sure,
when you said it, I'm like, oh, that's.
I'm sure y'all feel it because when you put out certain shit, you be
viral.
like, oh,
Like,
this
man,
one, this gonna be the one.
He's right, because the whole social media, TikTok has taken over the comedy game. Because if you go look at TikTok, the comedians that are getting sold out tickets and all that in the past, like I say this year, are the ones that are heavy on TikTok, posting their clips on TikTok, and they're promoting their shows on TikTok, and they get sold out shows.
I auditioned for Wildin' Out.
Oh shit!
Went to a Wildin' Out audition. Niggas was like, "Hey, you funny,
I did not
but
know
you
that.
don't have enough followers.
That's it.
You funny,
Hold on. Stop.
but you don't have enough followers.
Stop this right
bro,
now.
No cap.
No.
Stop this right now.
Hey man, how many followers you got?
You telling me you auditioned for Wildin' Out?
Bro, they had an open call for comedians to just come. You go up there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all chilling out.
Nick Cannon, fam. You crazy, fam.
But the thing is, though, it's the formula.
Yeah, but still,
and you see it's working.
Fam, it is working, but, nigga, to me, if you got talent, you gotta let a couple of them dudes slide in.
But that's the thing about it. That's the thing about the game. Like talent ain't gonna take you too far no more.
What? True.
That's what I mean when I say like the game changed.
Hold on, so
hold on. I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay.
I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna use real life examples. You know what I'm saying. Look at a Jess Hilarious.
Okay.
She okay now, but when she first started stand up, she was ass. She was ass.
I don't even think I was.
But
Jess Hilarious back
she had followers. Mm-hmm. She had content out there. Dontario Hudson. Y'all know Dontario?
Yep.
I gotta bake another one.
Mm-hmm.
When I was like maybe 4 or 5 years in the game doing stand up, and I mean I'm really grinding. I'm driving all over. My niggas in Danville, they brought him down to Danville to host a show. They was like, Chris, we gonna have you headline. We gonna have him host. They told me what I was getting. I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? That's like my normal rate. You know what I'm saying? I find out what he getting. Y'all paying this nigga what?
Damn.
Y'all paying this nigga what? He get here, we kicking it, shooting the bobos and shit. Of course, anytime you with comedians and it's new comedians, like not necessarily new comedians, but y'all just meeting, y'all gonna chop it up for a second. Somebody's gonna crack a joke, and it's almost like the schoolyard. You're gonna see who got the jokes. You know what I'm saying? Man, I sat there and baked that nigga for a solid 10, 15 minutes. Like bars. And the nigga just looking like.
Killed him.
We get done. Hey man, you cold, man.
Wait, now who is this again?
Dontario Hudson. He and the nigga got on stage and was mid as hell.
What?
He was mid as hell. Now from then to now, I'm sure he's improved. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen him on stage. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. So by now, I'm assuming he's gotten better.
Yeah.
But at that time, Buddy had like 150, 250,000 followers. But if you put him on stage with a microphone, motherfuckers was looking like, what the fuck is this?
Because social media.
Desi Banks. He another one.
For real?
That nigga can't control it. Man, bro, it takes real grind and time put in to really learn how to get on the stage, read your room, control the room, give real jokes, give real material, and do crowd work, and really like give a full-fledged performance. You know what I'm saying? Versus having the equipment, having a good idea, and making a skit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Like, high school kids do that shit. Yeah. You see it every day. And that's no knock to them, because the thing is, it's the evolution of what the game is. Mm-hmm. So as frustrated as I may be by it, at the end of the day, it's my fault for not jumping on the wave. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm still in the mindset of,
you want to grind it out?
Man, not even so much I want to grind it out. Like, I just want to stage. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want, bro, I've been saying for years, I want to be famous, but I don't want to be like Kevin Hart famous. I don't want those problems. I don't want to be like, I can't go to the grocery store famous. I want to be famous enough.
You ain't got a choice. I can't go to the grocery store, nigga.
Man.
Yeah.
I go to the grocery store. I'll be scared sometimes. Nigga won't right up on me. Oh, you that thrush nigga. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because I done went to airports and people come up to me like, hey, do I follow you on TikTok? I'm like, fuck yeah. So that's going to happen.
But hold on, though. Yeah. Here's the thing. Y'all just use yourselves as examples, right? Mm-hmm. A few years back here in Champaign, I opened a show for a comedian named Nick Thune. White dude. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Nick Thune. You ain't never heard of this man.
Yeah.
You ain't never heard of this man. I open for him. He closed the show. We get done. We get our little money. Mm-hmm. Dude says, hey, I'm about to go down to Jupiter's and get some pizza. Y'all want to come? I said, bro, I got just enough money for gas. He was like, I didn't ask you if you was going to buy pizza. I said, did you want to come? All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So we down there, we eating. I'm picking dude brain, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't want to be... And I told him, I was like, man, I ain't trying to be like all in your business, but like, what you making? You know what I'm saying? Like, how successful are you? Because, like, at that point in the game for me, I was at a point where it was like, is this really worth it? Because I'm spending all this money, I'm spending all this time. Is it really worth it?
Yeah.
And mind you, once again, I done said this dude's name 4 times, and I'm the only person in the room who knows him, Nick Thune. Dude says, hey, well, I'm not going to tell you how much I make, you know, but I will tell you this. I have a house in the Hollywood Hills, and I work 6 months out the year, and my wife stays at home with the kids.
Damn.
And this is a dude that you guys don't know.
If you show me a picture, I'm like, nah, I never seen dude.
That's the thing with comedy. With stand-up, you can be a very successful comedian and still be rather unknown. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, it's comedians out here touring 6 to 8 months out the year. Then that other 4 to 6 months, they chilling. But during that 6 to 8 months, they just on the road. This weekend I'm here. This weekend I'm here. This weekend I'm here. And they making bank. These clubs is paying them. They making bank.
But wouldn't you say that these days you can't really even get found unless you on social media?
Posting
your content.
That's the gift and the curse of it, because you have to have social media. Yeah. You have to have, like, it's crazy. I'll go grab them in a minute, but like I sell shirts now. Okay. I got shirts with my face on them. You know what I'm saying? I've got the same tag, the same screen name or same name on all my social media. Mm-hmm. It's all at Funny C High. FUNNY, letter C HIGH. Okay. Everything's the same, because I figured out that, like, yeah, you gotta have it. There's no way around that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. You have to have it so people can find you, people can see you, and you can show that you have this level of support. Because that's what they want.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you can't be you can be mad at it all you want to, but it's not gonna change shit.
Hold on. So he said how you feel about the content creators. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the guys who are becoming comedians who nobody knew and they damn near really ain't that good, but they got the following and now they became big time comedians?
The thing about those cats is like
you fucking with those guys, or you like
not really. I mean, some of them, yeah, but like most of them, nah. Because until I see you really put into the grind. Because the thing about it is,
some of these niggas got tour dates now.
And you know what? a lot of them niggas with tour dates is going out there on tours. And they not selling the tickets that people think they selling. And the reason those tickets not selling is because once you done the first 3-4 dates of that tour, word gonna get out. Oh, they're ass. They're, you know what I'm saying?
True, because niggas that do reviews, all types of shit.
Come on, man. And that's the thing about it. Yeah. That's why a lot of those cats, the ones who really flip it and become successful, what you see, those cats keep posting their content, but you don't see they stand up. And that's really the way you're supposed to do it. They doing it the right way. Because that's what I mean when I say the grind. You really got to get out there and get on the stage and get in front of people. You got to keep getting on stages, keep getting in front of people, finding out what works, what doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? What type of crowd this is, what type of crowd that is. And learning the little things about stand-up. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
It's so much to it. It's so much to it because there's certain comedians that can get on the stage and say 25 to 50 words and you in tears just because they are that tight with they wordplay, they that tight with their material. Yeah. Then you got folks who get up there and say 9,000 words in 2 minutes and you just like, nigga, you ain't said shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just being quiet.
Man,
I can already tell.
Nah, big facts. I wanna rewind that shit up a little bit because I can tell this is your joint, right? And I got some questions about the present, but I want to go back briefly. Like I did want to do an interview type vibe, but the way you organized got me thinking some type of way. So, fam, like, what made you want to become a comedian in the first place? Like, what was your upbringing that led you to that?
Yeah, like you knew, because I'm pretty sure you knew what you had to go through if you wanted to be a comedian. So you knew what it took to be there.
The thing is, like, I've been funny my whole life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've
so
always
like,
been
in elementary.
Yeah, like I always I got 10 brothers and sisters.
Okay.
My dad got 11 kids by 3 women.
Okay.
10 of us was all raised around each other. We all knew about each other. You know what I'm saying? So I learned about personalities fast. I learned that everybody got their own personality. Everybody's a little bit different. But there's not a whole lot of different personalities out there. It's only like 5 or 6. But everybody has one of those 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And I had a big brother who didn't have a problem making fun of me. I was a fat kid. You know what I'm saying? And when I went to school,
it had to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, because comedy comes from pain.
Yeah.
Comedy comes from pain. Art comes from pain. Anybody's best art is either the first thing they put out or something that they put out right after they went through some pain.
Like depression.
Man, pain. Think about the best albums you listen to. If you trying to think about your favorite rapper, 9 times out of 10, his first album was his best album. Or if you're thinking about like a soul singer or an R&B singer, their best album was either their first album or an album they put out right after some shit happened in their life.
They some shit going around that people knew about. Yeah.
Come on, man. So as a shorty, I knew I couldn't beat my brother up because he was stronger than me. Okay. And I wasn't going to try to win that fight.
Hell no.
But what I learned was like, oh, nigga, my mind, I'm witty. So I learned to hit that nigga with jokes. And that nigga might beat me up after it, but like I know if he beats me up, that means what I just said got to him.
Right? Facts.
So then,
heart going.
Man, so then when I went to school, it was like, okay, I know I'm the fat kid, so I got 2 choices. I can sit here and let them pick on me, or I can pick on them. And you know what I'm saying? Being an adult now, looking back on it, I wish I didn't have that mindset as a kid because like I was kind of a bully to some people. Yeah. But my mindset was I'm gonna get on you before you get on me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Before you can call me the fat kid, I'm gonna be like, nigga, you got on Pro Wings. You got, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. I'm gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? Like no bullshit.
Nah, facts.
No bullshit. It's a nigga from Danville. We cool to this day. I see this nigga at the barbershop all the time. And every time I step in the barbershop, he ready to flame my ass up. I was like, damn, man, why you always be on that with me? He said, nigga, I remember what you told me 2000 in high school at the clock tower, nigga.
Damn.
And ever since then,
never
nigga.
forgot.
Boy.
Nigga never forgot.
Nigga wore thick glasses, and I told him his bus need prescription windshields. And And nigga, ever since then, that nigga be at me. But it's just like, that's how I came up. And I always assumed I was just like conversationally funny. Like, we could sit here and kick it and chop it up and I'm funny. Yeah. But then I found out I was having a kid. I was about to turn 30. Me and my girlfriend at the time was like, we was on a break, like Ross and Rachel. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We was on a break. And I messed around with my son's mom. We messed around. And I didn't hear from her for like 2 months. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Just one of them like, hey, you know how that go. Like, you mess with somebody and just, okay, cool. She hit me up like, hey, would you like to go to lunch? I was like, I ain't heard from you in 2 months. Now you want to go to lunch? What, is you pregnant? Well, you know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn. So from that, I'm like, went through like this early midlife crisis, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna be a dad. Like I always said, I didn't want to be a dad who wasn't married to his wife and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got all of this shit in my head, and the one thing that kept coming back to me was everybody tell their kids to chase their dreams. Mm-hmm. Chase your dreams, chase your dreams. Mm-hmm. And in the back of my head, I'm like, how I'm gonna tell my son chase his dreams, and I ain't never chased my dreams. I ain't never took the time. All I did my whole life was what people told me I should do. Christopher, you're supposed to go to high school and graduate. Okay, I did that. Christopher, you're supposed to go to college and graduate. So I did that. Christopher, you're supposed to get a job now. You can't just be sitting around. Okay, so I got a job. You know what I'm saying? And then I was just like, for like a month and a half, I'm sitting here thinking like, how can I tell him to chase his dreams and I ain't never chased no dream?
So you started at... So when did you really start going for? What age would you say?
30.
30 is when you started just
what
like,
happened,
I'm going to go to these places and start telling jokes.
What happened was, in the midst of me having that like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I was working at Citibank at Genpack in Danville. Okay. I was doing home mortgages. It was during the whole home mortgage shit. So you with Obama. The suit, the tie. Nah, it was a call center. Okay. So like, I mean, slacks and a polo. But like, I'm sitting here like, click, 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 click. All right, we refinanced your loan. Mm. You know what I'm saying? And a woman named Shauna Blakeney. Blakeney. Yeah, because she's from Westville. Yeah, Blakeney. Yep. Shauna Blakeney. She came in for an interview at my job. And when she came in, she had on like this little power suit. She was a white lady with this blonde hair and this big ass smile. And I was like, oh shit, she must be interviewing for like a real position. Mm. So they had me go get her and walk her back to do her interview. A week later, she walk in, she working with us. I'm like, oh, this regular ass white lady, you ain't the boss. I thought you was the boss. You know what I'm saying? So like, we kicking it, we get to know each other, and she cool as hell. And she tells me like, you're hilarious. Do you know how funny you are? I was like, I mean, people tell me that all the time, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just conversational funny. She was like, no, you're hilarious, and you're going to do stand-up comedy. And I was like, what? No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think it was a Wednesday, she had been doing stand-up for a while over here in Champaign.
Oh, she had already
been doing it. So she had a spot in an open mic over here. And because like the way they do it over here, or at least with CU Comedy, they have open mics, but you have to sign up for it like a week in advance. Yeah. And then they put the order together. So she told me Tuesday, I got this spot. I'm going 6th, but when I get there, I'm going to give my time to you. So she got up on stage and was like, hey, thank you, CU Comedy, for having me. You guys know my face. I've been doing this for a while, but I'm going to give my time to my friend, Chris Hightower. So I went up there and did stand-up comedy. Very first time I ever did it.
Did you fuck it up?
Killed that shit. Killed that shit.
What?
And when I got off stage, it was like, this is the dream.
Were you nervous?
This was, hell yeah. Like it wasn't about will I be funny. It was about will people understand where I'm coming from? Because doing comedy in Champaign, like this is a predominantly white community. You got a lot of the college crowd, so it's a smarter crowd. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Bit young,
yeah,
more young.
Yeah, so once I got up there, I was just like, man, I hope you know what I'm saying. This crowd is cool, but I killed that shit, and that's when I was just like, yep, I'm gonna keep doing this. So I just started coming over here like 3-4 times a week. I'm Tuesday, Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Some weekends I'm here. I need this 4 or 5 minutes out of my life. You know what I'm saying? I need to get this shit off my chest, out of my head. Yeah. Like, this is what I'm doing now. Right. So for about 2 years, I was just grinding here. Then through just networking, I met some cats in Chicago. Oh, well, shit, now I'm going to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and that just got me to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say would be your biggest either opening or like the biggest joint you've done, period, that you'd say?
Man.
Where
I mean, it's been a couple.
Who would it say?
It's been a couple. I got to open for Mike Epps.
Really?
Yeah, Mike Epps is fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, Mike Epps.
Like he's so man,
if that nigga started roasting you, it's over.
Like he's everyday funny. Cause like when you watch different comedians, and after you've been doing it for a while, you kind of get a feel for people. And Mike really isn't a big, like, material comedian. You know what I'm saying? That's like your more Chappelle's. That's like, I've got this material and I'm about to work this material out and hit all of these different points and try to make a point about this and try to like really make you think. Like Mike is a funny nigga. So he gets up there and guess what he does? He's funny. You know what I'm saying? He just brings you funny. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. I got to open for him. That was dope. I got to open for Corey Holcomb, Michael Blackson. That was dope.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, that was dope. Hey, on the real. And that dude, what's funny is that dude is like so chill and down to earth, man. Yeah. Like, and that's the thing about it, like, because that was early in my career. And at that time, a lot of times people see your persona on stage and don't understand how to. Well, shit, I'm sure y'all know how that is. I'm sure you had people walk up to you and you're like, bro, I'm not about to thrust right here in the grocery store.
Nigga,
like,
what?
Like, I'm chilling, bro.
Right. You know, like, spin the cap. I'm like, nigga,
yeah.
fam,
like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, you have to, like, really learn that these dudes is just regular people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, Michael Blackson's super down to earth. Corey Holcomb is, like, the realest nigga in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say he's the best comedian. I ain't say he's the most famous comedian or the richest comedian. That dude is the realest comedian in the game right now. Like, he's not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit for you. He's not going to sit here.
You met him a couple times? Or?
I met him one time. I've been around him a couple times, but that time that I hosted for him was the only time, like, I really got to sit in the couch. No, it was here in Champaign.
Really? So some of them guys come here?
Man, niggas will come for some money, man. That's what you got to understand. Like, I see. In this game, like, that's what I mean about, like, when I was talking about Nick Thune. Man, you hit a motherfucker up, you get a hold of his representation, and you tell him, hey, man, I got a couple bands for you. Come do this. Tell me when you need me. I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? I done met Lil Rel a couple of times up in Chicago. He actually he was at a club called Jokes and Notes. And he was just stopping in and saw me perform, told me I was funny. And that was like dope as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was like, yeah, nigga, I'm a real fucking comedian. Can't tell me shit.
Nah, everybody got that person. Like, this nigga tell me I'm funny, it's over.
Yeah. From the say, like, and that's the craziest part. Like, a lot of the big name people I done met and like been around, like it happened around here. Janelle James. Okay. You know who Janelle James is?
I know that name.
The principal from Abbott Elementary. Ava. Abbott Elementary. Biggest show on TV right now. The principal. Okay. Nigga, she started at CU Comedy.
Damn, for real?
She started at CU Comedy and at the Jukebox in Peoria.
Wow.
That's where she started. And now she was just on the cover of Vanity Fair.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so like like motherfuckers come from humble beginnings. It's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time and riding your wave and staying true to who you are and what you're trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Like Corey Holcomb, the reason I say he the realest, Corey Holcomb could be a way bigger name in comedy. Like Corey Holcomb could be a Kevin Hart.
What makes you think that?
Because he's got that level of ability. He's that good. But the reason why he's not is because that's not what he wants and that's not who he is. Corey's honest. He tell you what he really feel, what he really think. And a lot of that shit you ain't supposed to say out loud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What should he say? You can't say
that shit.
It's him and a couple of niggas. I'm like, fam, you really just said this nigga.
Man, him and Patrice O'Neal. When I really first started doing this shit, him and Patrice O'Neal was the two niggas that I was like, those are niggas that I want to try and be like. Like, if I want, you know what I'm saying? My favorite comedian ever, all time stand up, Eddie Murphy.
And that's what I was about to ask. I was about to ask
the dudes
who was your all-time great?
All-time, the GOAT is young Eddie Murphy. That's that dude.
Yeah, young Eddie.
Like, young Eddie, you can't touch that nigga.
Something about him with that leather money. I don't know why.
Man,
when I was young, I used to want to wear leather, nigga.
Boy,
I used to want I used to want to wear leather I wanted leather drawers, my nigga. No cap.
Hey.
That sound crazy, but understand back then, leather. If you wore leather, niggas thought, nigga, you had money.
The thing is, man, him, like real talk, that decade produced
the best niggas.
Three of the biggest. One of them is the biggest name ever in entertainment.
Yeah.
The other two are the biggest in their field, and all three of them wouldn't be able to come out today and have that same level of success.
Nah, I wouldn't have.
It's Eddie Murphy, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, the most famous nigga
and all
ever.
Niggas wore leather.
The most famous nigga ever. Michael Jackson.
Oh, I can see.
Michael Jackson, bro, go back and watch.
Michael Jackson used to make motherfuckers have a seizure.
Come on.
Him hugging them. They don't have to go to the hospital, and they be like, niggas would damn near cut off their arm,
bro,
so they don't have to watch that.
Because Mike touched it, bro. Go back, because I turned 40 this year. How old are you, bro?
36.
You what?
30.
So yeah, I got you by a decade. So when I say this, you ain't gonna understand
Jackson
this.
Is different, my nigga.
Go look at Michael Jackson's halftime performance at the Super Bowl. They told Michael, look, this is the set amount of time you got, so you got to get on, perform, and get off. Nigga, Mike got up there and stood there for the first 3 minutes. Stood there. Just like the nigga stood there. And you'll never hear a crowd get louder. 3 straight minutes of a nigga just... Bro, grown men passing out.
And that's the thing too.
Man,
niggas would pass out.
Man.
All that shit. If he walked by them and said, hey, that nigga...
Michael Jackson. Boy. Like Michael Jackson. Bro, go look at some old Michael Jackson shit. That nigga would show up to your country, go to his hotel room and stand on the balcony, and motherfucker, your whole fucking country is on that street.
Well, he did do a big time show like that towards the end of his career, didn't we? Had Chris Tucker.
Talking about the This Is It. See, that's how I know you're a young nigga.
But see,
no, I'm not.
Before that.
You talking about the This Is It?
No, this.
Oh, the one right before that was CBS.
Yeah, we had like Usher on there. Okay,
yeah. And that one was solid, but I'm saying before, like when he was on the rise. Where niggas was going crazy about his shit, where the only time you could see him was on like a concert or something.
Man,
when they saw him then, and he could be running through the crowd, and he'll just touch him like this on accident, they'll go, ah! Like they'll fucking just start having a seizure.
Bro, like, go look up old Michael Jackson shit. This nigga's in stadiums in Germany, 140,000 people, and it's I almost said bitches. I ain't gonna say bitches. It's women. Passing the fuck out. These bitches is in the front row. And you know what they do with the bitch? They pick her up. No. They pick her up and pass her over the crowd like she body surfing and give her to the ambulance, to the medical people who over there.
So that nothing stops.
No.
And the biggest thing, the nigga, I ain't gonna say the biggest, but like the nigga really made it a thing to just stand there. Like, to just stand there. I'm getting a Facebook call. Delete that shit. It's my group chat. Fuck them. They be... Hey, man, I'm doing my podcast right now, and I just wanted to say fuck y'all, because y'all be hanging up on me. So, bye. But... I really did that shit. But no, like, Mike Jackson, biggest entertainer ever. There's no one bigger. I don't give a fuck what the field is. And when did he come out? The 80s. Because the 80s was the perfect time.
80s was different for sure.
It was the perfect time to blow up.
For everything. Everything that happened, if you notice, everything in the 80s right now still shuts down everything right now. Like Jordans.
Come on.
You can't, LeBron, no matter what he can do, no matter what he do, he can't catch up. No matter what he does,
and he'll never be loved like Jordan. And it's not because he's not better than Jordan. I'm not here to argue that. Yeah. I'm not here to argue who's better. But
Jordan, nigga.
Hey, I'm not arguing that.
I won't argue.
The only point I'm making is Michael Jordan came along at the perfect time and had all of the right things. Had like everything in his career was just like, damn, just the perfect time for it. From, you know what? Everybody's wearing Converse. We're a new shoe company. We need somebody to be the face of it. Because back then, what shoe companies did was gave everybody their shoe.
Yeah.
What did Nike say? Okay, you know what? We're going to do it different. We just going to do one guy. We pick him. And then he turned out to be good. So that was the first stroke of luck. The second one is media is just starting to blow up. Like that's 80s, early 90s is when you see the invent of 24/7 TV. Yeah. Nigga, when I was a kid, you was a kid, TV went off. 12:30, 1 o'clock. This has concluded our broadcast day with WCIA.
That was it.
TV went off.
Yeah. They had them lines in the joint, nigga.
From 1 to 6. TV went off.
It wouldn't know nothing. Matter of fact, it was infomercials for a certain amount of time too, nigga.
Yeah.
If you buy this, you get this at $5 off. It was
when they first started.
Yeah.
When they first went away from TV going off, it was infomercials, and then they figured, well, shit, we can't just put infomercials on these late night shits. What can we do to fill this time? News. We need 24/7 news. Jordan wouldn't be Jordan in this era because the thing LeBron James is better at than Jordan is off the court. LeBron James is way better off the court. Sure. No scandals, no issues, no drama.
Oh, no.
Jordan today in the league.
Shit out today, nigga. He be viral every week, my nigga.
TMZ
from the gambling to the fighting people to the bets to the time where he had the quote unquote flu game when he was drunk, my nigga.
Bro,
he was drunk that night. Bro, that wasn't flu.
TMZ.
Like if that shit went out, if the niggas had video of that nigga actually drunk the night before, nigga, that'd be a whole. Actually, to me, that would have been harder to me, tougher if somebody would have recorded that nigga Mike and he was
and
drunk.
You saw like,
damn, he went to the game and still whooped that ass nigga. I would have respected that nigga more for that. Man, no
but there would have been a segment of society that would have been like, he's not a role model.
Nah, big facts.
Because TMZ would be outside of that casino in Atlantic City. There's Michael Jordan playing craps at 4:30 in the morning. Mike's got a game tomorrow at 5.
It definitely is.
Come on. So
I can see how that part correlates with you with how being a comedian is like that then versus now. You gotta have all this shit.
And you can't say half the shit that he was saying.
Take a break. Realistically, I see that because realistically, you can't take a break as a comedian in the social media age.
You can't.
You gotta be dropping shit all the fucking time. Yeah.
And when you look at it, Eddie put out Raw. Well, no, he put out Delirious first. And Delirious came out in like 81. Like 80, 81. Raw comes out in like 86, 87. 5.5, almost 6 years apart. Yeah. And it was cool because back then, when you put shit out, it took a while for people to be able to get access to it. Yeah. It took 2 years for it to get from the theaters to the TV.
Yep.
And then you was only watching it if you was paying for Showtime and HBO. Now, nigga, look at what the fuck we doing right now.
Yeah.
We sitting here having a conversation in your motherfucking basement that you gonna be able to post to the internet in 25 minutes and anybody in the world to be able to access it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's why that era produced these mega stars.
Yeah.
And while you'll never see that level of star again because it's just way too much going on. It's way too much around everything now for you to blow up like that. You can blow up. You can get huge. You can be huge. Don't get it twisted. But to have the level of fame and power those three niggas had, nah, not again. Look at Kevin Hart. He's the closest we've seen in the comedy world.
I was just about to ask you, who would you say, who is your right now GOAT? Like who's on top right now, you would say? Damn. Like the head honcho nigga right now.
What's crazy is like there really ain't one right now.
You wouldn't put Dave up there?
In 2023, there really ain't one. Dave is like a godfather at this point.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I would say he's my GOAT right now.
If I had to pick a GOAT
that's
currently,
doing it right now,
it's got to be Dave.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be Dave.
You fuck with his content? Or
yeah. I fuck with Dave.
He had me crying.
I fuck with Dave across the board. Like, through all the controversies and all of that shit, I fuck with Dave because as a comedian, I can understand what he's trying to say. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Some of it is a little bit like, hey, bro, like, chill a little bit. Like, chill with this.
That's why I like Dave, though,
shit.
because he go crazy sometimes where I'm like, fam, did you really have to go that far?
But see, when he does that, I'm laughing. But when he gets into that old man pocket, where he's on that just like, oh, this cancel culture shit is terrible, yada, yada, yada. It's like, bruh, how the fuck you being canceled and Netflix is giving you $20 million for this special?
20, yeah.
That's not being canceled. You know what I'm saying? That's just, huh?
I said a lot of people pick Kevin and Dave as their GOAT.
I mean, they got to be at the top. They at the top of the game right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin.
I like Kevin, but I don't know. I feel like this is my personal opinion, but Dave is moons up as far as like the content when I'm listening to it, the visual I get. Dave is just different. Like
what
separates Kevin and them. Kevin, I feel like is more loud, more can act out the skit.
Yeah. What separates them two, in my mind, Dave is cerebral. Dave is a thinker. He's always trying to get you to see a bigger point with his comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like a George Carlin almost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? George Carlin is one of I know I said that Eddie's my personal favorite, but like when you talk about GOATs, I can't name just one in comedy. It's like,
oh yeah, for sure.
It's handful.
That's why I was like, it's really like your great real GOAT, and then who's your great right now? Like, who's the best nigga that's doing it today?
And real talk, the best nigga that's doing it today is probably somebody that we ain't never seen. Some nigga that's just touring, doing regular shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, that goes to my next question, because who is one of who's an up and coming guy that you think people should be looking into that's fucking killing shit right now?
I mean, I gotta go. I have to. All I can really do is speak on individuals that I've seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
You know what I'm saying? People that's kind of somewhat in my circle. And so people that I've been exposed to. Like, I can't pick one. It's like a handful of niggas. My boy T Murph.
T Murph.
First and foremost.
Does he got a social? He got a
yeah. I am T Murph.
I am T Murph.
You ever seen he? I mean, my nigga just was on a Hulu show, Woke. The show Woke on Hulu. They ran for like 2-3 seasons. Yep. He was a little dude with the big ass beard. Mm-hmm. That nigga hilarious. Mike Samp, another Chicago comedian. He actually just got booked on a FX show. They just started shooting it. That nigga a dog. Just Niche, female comedian, and I hate that I had to say that. You know what I'm saying? I hate that I had to say she's a female comedian because truthfully, she's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? I hate that.
So it's just that. What?
Just Niche.
Niche.
Nesh.
Okay.
JUSTNESH. She did Kevin Hart's Heart of the City. She been on TV multiple times.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, hella TV credits. She funny as fuck. My boy M. Brown. Boy E.M. Brown. M. Brown. He was just on the HBO show, HBO Max show, The South Side. He was on there. That nigga, like, boy, you put that nigga on the stage, that nigga, him, Calvin Evans is a dog. Shit, it's so many of them, man.
Evans, okay.
Yeah, Calvin Evans actually graduated here from the U of I, but he's from, I believe he's from the city. That's where he's located now. But he a motherfucking dog. Brandon Hot Sauce Glover is a dog. Fabman Roche, she a dog. And what's crazy, like I was talking about people who like create content and then they get on. One of the comedians that I came up way before her, but I just watched her, like her name just blew the fuck up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's from social media. But I also watched her grind on the stage side.
And who was this?
Her name is she go by My Cousin Tierra. It used to be Funny Ass Tierra. Okay. But she changed it, so now it's My Cousin Tierra.
My Cousin Tierra.
Tierra. And she's on like a 30+ city tour right now. Like, and she did a skit talking about spades. And just off that one random skit, boom, nigga blew the fuck up.
That's how it is.
Blew the fuck up.
I don't know if you see him on TikTok. There's a white boy by the name of Matt Rife.
I ain't seen
He was a white boy that was on Wild and Out.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker booming right now.
And look, he got fired from
Wild and
Out
Out
because they didn't think he was that funny. He didn't have the following.
Nah, that shit.
So he said, "Oh, I don't got the following." He started doing tour days, started posting his clips on TikTok. He went from 300,000 to 12 million followers in less than 9 months. And he is the hottest thing on TikTok when it comes to comedy right now.
He's funny as hell.
Nah, his shit. I be seeing him on. It ain't even TikTok. I see him on all platforms.
Yeah.
And I went to go look at his tickets. He's sold out in over 60 different cities right now. Sold out. Can't even get tickets to any of his shows.
And that's the dream. Yeah, that's the dream right there.
And that's the thing. He don't. When you go look at his ticket, look at his events, he don't do big arenas. He's like, no, I'm going to these improv comedy clubs,
bro. Because
that's all he wants to do. He's doing one in Chicago, and I think in a couple months, all his shows.
I think I saw a couple of them joints where I was like, well, not from him, but from other people. I was like, I think I would go watch this dude shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, damn, I ain't gonna care. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of those names.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you,
so I can
all
check
of
them
them
boys out.
Mm-hmm. All of them killers, and like that's why I say. Like, and the thing about it is, in Chicago, they very well known. You know what I'm saying? All of them have done shows throughout the country, but in the city, they known in the city. Mm-hmm. But them niggas can go to the motherfucking grocery store and be cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say...
Oh, I see what you mean. Because they go to the joint, but ain't nobody gonna walk up on them. Cause
they
I don't know this nigga is.
Like that, and that's my thing. When I always say, like, man, I don't want that Kevin Hart level of fame. That's too much. Because when you really look at Kevin Hart, is a perfect example of something I said earlier. If you want to find their best shit, go look at their early shit. Mm-hmm. Because his early shit is fucking hilarious. Because Kevin Hart isn't a cerebral comedian like Dave. Kevin Hart is a high energy comedian who brings things that you can relate to. But once that nigga got to a certain level and got a certain amount of money,
none of his problems don't worry.
Nigga, I can't relate to you. I can't relate to you having a friend that rented out Disney World and now you feel like you ain't got enough money. Mm-hmm. But like, nigga, your friend rented out Disney World.
No.
Like, that joke is funny. But, like, the premise of it is, like, unrelatable.
Nah, for sure.
Then he had that, I'll never forget, bro, he had the special he did, where he did it in the stadium. And he was talking about how... Philly. Yeah, he was talking about how he had that long-ass driveway, and the lights went out. And it was so scared because it was dark. But my driveway is, like, 2 miles long. Mm-hmm. It's like, my nigga, your driveway is what? Nigga, I can't relate to that shit.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But his early shit, when he was talking about he took his kids to the play place and his son is in his son in there and he making the family look bad, nigga, I can relate to that. Mm-hmm. I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why when you're that style of a comedian, the higher you go, the further you get disconnected from
that's what made me like
audience.
Dave Chappelle too, because Dave. Nigga, he can tell the jokes like you would never think he ain't had any money.
Yeah.
I don't know how he do that shit, but nigga, you would have thought Dave was still poor. Because that nigga drop heat sometimes.
Because he's talking about shit that we all experience. Mm-hmm. Because even though they got all that money, they still experience racism. They still experience being made to feel other or less than by certain people. Mm-hmm. They still experience human emotions and situations that create them. They still experience the human thought process. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's tapping into that. So it's way easier for him to do that because he is cerebral. He is trying to make you think. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Kevin is trying to make you laugh. He's just trying to make you laugh. Dave is trying to make you laugh and be like, oh, damn, that nigga right. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, it's a lot in this game. It's a whole fucking lot in this game.
Let me ask you this, my nigga, because
okay,
right now, nigga, now that shit that's on some grown shit. I want to get childish now, my nigga.
Let's do it. I've been drinking Crown Royal this whole time, y'all.
Dude,
it's in my Dr. Pepper.
Dude, did you ever get to being around all this shit? Did you ever get to witness some scandals or just some wild shit where it was like, damn, nigga, I can't tell nobody about this shit.
I can't. Nah, I ain't never really seen nobody do no shit. I did get wrapped up in like Central Illinois beef that was like bigger than me that I didn't understand when I got in it.
Okay.
Like I said, I started doing comedy with CU Comedy.
Okay.
That's they the biggest brand of comedy in Champaign.
Yeah.
They run all the shows. You know what I'm saying? So I've been coming over here doing shows for like 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 years I'm coming and doing shows. And it's to a point where I got people coming up to me like, man, I just came here to see you. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, man, I'm sitting here doing all this motherfucking driving. I ain't getting no gas money. This shit
won't they just come
bullshit.
to see me?
I'm like, man, how about you cut me some fucking gas money or something? This is the shit I'm thinking in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? And like the dudes that run it, they the Tuttle brothers. It's Jesse and Justin. And I ain't gonna act like we was like friends. We was cool. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ran this show. I come and perform for y'all. So like y'all cool with me. I'm cool with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Well, I guess they had this beef with this dude named Mark Roberts. You ever seen the show Mike and Molly?
I've heard of that show.
The show, it was on CBS. It ran for like 7 years. Mike and Molly.
Okay.
Matter of fact, what's the big girl from Bridesmaids? What's her name?
The big girl?
The heavy-set comedian from the movie Bridesmaids. Ah, damn.
I have no idea.
She's super fucking famous, man. She been in hella movies.
I'm gonna look her up.
Look her up real quick.
Nigga, so you said big girl. I was like, Lizzo, nigga?
Nah, it's a heavy-set white lady. She done lost a lot of weight.
Oh, white lady.
Yeah. I think the movie was called Bridesmaids. It had
I think I know you talking about. I see her face with.
Melissa McCarthy.
Okay.
Melissa McCarthy.
Okay.
Like she was on Mike and Molly.
Yeah.
The dude Mark Roberts created and wrote the show.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like this nigga got Emmys. And he's from Champaign.
Oh, I did not.
He went to Urbana High School. So they set up a comedy fundraiser. And they reached out to CU Comedy to have them like provide comedians. And they had Mark come back because they trying to raise money. And he like their biggest alumni. So he come back. They set it up. But I didn't know that Mark and them had like real life beef. Like I don't know why, but them motherfuckers like to like this day they hate each other guts. Like I hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, nigga, I don't fuck with you. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So I do the show right. I go up there. I'm killing my set. And I made a joke about Melissa. I made a joke about the show Mike and Molly because I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you said Mike and Molly had to be set in New York because if you would have said it in Champaign, Molly would have been fucking a nigga. Because all the big white girls around here fuck niggas.
Oh, fuck.
It's like they had some little mixed kids running around, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like crowds loving this shit. They eating this shit up. So I get done. Mark is like the host kinda. So he comes up. He's like, hey, Chris, you come back up here. So I go back up there. He's like, man, you take another bow. Everybody, this is one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen. I guarantee you're going to be seeing more of him. He is hilarious. I'm like, damn, like getting that type of motherfucking love from somebody with that type of career. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, like, that went to my head. I'm like, shit, nigga, I'm that nigga. I'll never forget, because it was right around the time that the NWA movie came out, and I had a Straight Outta Danville shirt on. I'll never forget that shit. And he had on this motherfucking, like, straw-looking ass hat. So, like, he tell me that shit, I get off stage, right? I go in the bar, and I'm just like, damn, man, because they had it set up out in their little, like, beer garden. Mm-hmm. So I go in, and one of the Tuttle brothers was like, you know what I'm saying? Good set, Chris, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, yeah, man, Mark told me I killed that shit. Ooh. He was like, he probably didn't even watch your set, man. He was just telling you that, just trying to gas you up. And I was like, damn, like, fuck, you think? Like, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I go get my little drink. Now I'm like, I done brought my head down out the clouds a little bit. So I go sit down. I'm sipping and shit. The dude come in. He come in, sit down next to me. Hey, Chris, I just want you to know.
Mark?
Mark Roberts. He come in. I just want you to know that set was phenomenal. And here's what you need to do with this joke. And then do this with that joke. And he start punching my jokes up. Like, that's what we call it when, like, a comedian help you, like, work on a joke. Call it punching it up.
Yeah.
So he punching my jokes up, like, right there with me. You know what I'm saying? Then he gave me a bit of advice that it stuck with me ever since he told me this shit. He said, you got to get a good 30 minutes. And once you get that good 30 minutes, work on it to where you can perform that good 30 in 15. And once you got that 15, work on that 15 to the point where you can do that 15 in 5. and that's when you'll be a killer. And I was like, God damn.
So you like, hold on, nigga. He did listen to my shit.
Yeah. So that's what I'm like. So now I'm like, man, these motherfuckers was capping.
Just hating on them.
Right.
Yep.
So,
damn.
Week or maybe like 2-3 days go by or whatnot. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, still doing me, still living. And I get a message from Mark. He's like, hey, man, I want you to come to Chicago and meet me at this hotel. We gonna meet, have lunch, you know what I'm saying, chop it up. So I go up there to meet him. And mind you, like, this like 3-4 years, maybe 3.5, 4 years in for me. Like, I ain't never really seen too much money from doing this comedy shit. And the motherfucker sits down with me. And he's telling me the shit he doing, like, yeah, you know, Mike and Molly is done now, so I'm working on this audio record, and I'm working on these plays. I've been doing these plays. I wrote and directed and produced them, and I'm doing this, that, and the third, woo. But I see you, and I think that you are an amazing stand-up comedian, and I really see you going far. I got a plug up here at Riddles Comedy Club, so I want you to start coming up here and performing at Riddles, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you $2,000. Here's $2,000. You and this other comedian. The other comedian was from down here too. That was his cousin. That comedian was his cousin. So he was like, I'm going to give you guys $2,000 to go down there and start your own shows, run your own shows, and create your own scene in Champaign. And Chris, you're going to be the one who kind of leads it because you're a little bit funnier than he is. So you're going to be the one who leads it, but you two are going to start your own shows. You're going to run your own shows, and you're going to create your own scene in Champaign. And the only rule is you cannot perform with CU Comedy anymore.
Damn, that was the drawback. Okay.
And I was like, damn, like, these the only motherfuckers giving me stage time. But you just gave me $2,000. And I'm just sitting here thinking like,
speak more than
and I'm right. So I'm sitting here like, man, what should I do?
Give me 2K, nigga.
Here's what's crazy though. Here's what flipped me. The man pulled the bread out. The man pulled out the knot, nigga. He pulled out the knot, nigga. Dookie knot. All hundos. Bam, 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 bam,
some more writing the check, but if a nigga
Here you
get
go.
2K right there,
nigga put the cash in our hand. I bet. I won't perform with him no more. But by the time it got back to them, it was, yeah, Chris sold you guys out. Now he's never going to perform with you guys again. He's going to be trying to take comedians from you guys, yada, yada, yada. My thing was, I can't perform with y'all no more. But dude giving me this money means we can put on more shows. So if you a comedian that does shows with CU Comedy, now you got double the stage time. Big facts. So now we going to be, because in my mind, I'm thinking we about to put on for Champaign. So now it's going to double the amount of shows that a comedian can do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't perform with them no more. But guess what? You can still perform with them, and you can come over here and do our shows. Because we set it up to where, all right, they run their shows. I think they was running their shows on like Monday. It was either Monday, Wednesday, or Monday and Thursday. So we was like, all right, bet, we'll do Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? We'll do Wednesdays. That way it don't step on their toes. You know what I'm saying? None of that. So I'm like, shit, that's what we'll do. By the time it got back to them, it was completely different. And I showed up at one of their shows. This is like a week after. Nigga, I showed up.
Oh, to do one of your last joints?
Nah, I mean, just to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just went to go to talk to some of the other comedians. Yeah. Nigga, when I walked up, the dude ran up on me. You son of a bitch. You don't know anything about loyalty and trust and honor. And I'm like, nigga, if you don't get your WWE promo cutting ass out of my face, like, bro, what are you talking about? Honor. Yeah, like, loyalty. Where's the loyalty and respect, Chris? We gave you an opportunity, man. And I was like, dude, I'm like, dude, I ain't got no beef with y'all. Like, I told him, I was like, bro, I don't got no beef with y'all. Dude made me an offer and I took it. Like my nigga, he's got Emmys at home. Emmys, my nigga. Like, he's got multiple Emmys. And I'm supposed to tell him, fuck him, for y'all? Like, and this ain't even, and I'm not even saying this to be offensive. I'm just saying, like, for y'all, because what really, one of the things that I thought the whole drive home was, if the shoe was on the other foot, what would they do?
Exactly. They gonna sign it, especially if they got no bread.
If they told them, here's $2,000, but Chris can't perform no more. sorry, Chris, you can't perform no
Nah,
more.
big time.
Like you, and once they would have told me that, guess what I would have said? That makes sense. I'd have told me to kick rocks too for $2,000.
Yeah, I would have told you stupid as fuck.
And to this,
if you didn't go do that, I would have stupid.
Nigga, I would have looked at them like, wait a minute, y'all picked me over $2,000 cash and the promise of more money,
and I ain't got no contract with you,
nigga. Right?
Hell no.
But to this day, like nigga, that was like 6-7 years ago. Nigga, to this day, I was about to go over to one of their shows. I was about to go check out an open mic. And I inboxed him. I was like, hey, man. I inboxed one of the comedians and was like, hey, bro, check with dude and see if it's cool if I come to an open mic. I don't want to start no bullshit. And he was like, I'll check for you. And then he hit me back and was like, yeah, they said that they prefer if you didn't come. And I was like, bro, like, why?
So you...
He was like,
what?
Man, I mean, they was like...
still have you tied to dude name.
Bro, and the crazy part is, dude gave us the bread. We ran the shows for like a year. And we never got no more money from dude. Never heard nothing else from dude. You know what I'm saying? And that was just a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude
because
is...
that one situation, they still...
Nigga, to this day, the nigga, the comedian I asked, he told me, he was like, man, dude, when you did that, you really burned some bridges. And I was just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't losing no sleep off of it because...
I don't like people like that. Like, people...
I mean...
People that put... people in some shit that if they don't even know what it is, like, fam, you can't be that damn petty.
And the thing was, I didn't know. But to this day, I don't know why they had beef.
See what I'm saying? You didn't know what the beef was about. But
I just saw an opportunity and I ran with it because I thought that it gave me. Yeah. That's like the biggest comedy scandal thing I've ever been involved in. But it just was like damn, like to this day, y'all niggas still mad?
Fam must have smashed like dude's girl that he's still with or something.
Man, bro, I don't know what it is.
But
like no, like Mark Roberts, like this dude is an older white cat. Like this dude, like a super like at that time I could tell he had to be like mid-50s. You know what I'm saying? He an older white cat, had this long ass beard, super chill, super cool, little glasses, hat. Like he just seemed like a cool ass old white dude that had a lot of money. So guess what, nigga? I'm gonna see what he talking about.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But ever since then, I'm persona non grata in the Champaign comedy scene. You know? But the crazy part is, man, since then, I done headlined Jokes and Notes in Chicago. I done headlined the Comedy Shrine in Aurora. I'm a regular at the Laugh Factory in Chicago. I'm about to headline Helium in St. Louis.
And I was just about to ask you, have you done some out-of-state joints?
I done been.
What's the biggest crowd you've ever performed?
The biggest crowd was probably here in Champaign when they had Michael Blackson and Corey Holcomb come. It was about 2,000 people in there.
That's pretty good.
It was at the
Assembly Hall?
Nuh-uh, it was at that motherfucking lumber yard that they turned into an event center.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a fucking lumber yard, and they turned it into an event center.
Yeah.
And it's big as fuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
They really be hosting shit out there.
It's in the middle of nowhere?
It's by Elevate, by the jump park.
Okay, I know where Elevate is.
That's out by Texas Roadhouse and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, it's over there. From the side, I did a couple of shows in Chicago that had like 300-400 people. I've been on the Steve Harvey show. That was dope as hell.
You were on fucking Steve Harvey show.
The talk show. I'm a
regular.
Show, yeah, the talk show. Mm-hmm. They had tweeted some shit and I responded to the tweet and they was like, "Would you like to come on the show?" I was like, "Okay, bet." It was a battle of the sexes.
The talk show.
The Steve Harvey show. It was his talk show that ran at like in the afternoons and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a regular on TMZ somewhat now. Like I do they hit me up randomly. Twitter. I just be like posting shit on Twitter and just shit randomly happen. They inboxed me one day and was like, "Would you like to be one of our viewer sound offs?" You know what I'm saying? I was like, "I bet." So I did it and they was like, "We'll hit you back in 1 month so you can do it again." And then they hit me back. I did the first time I did it. It was about Tekashi 6ix9ine getting jumped on. Okay. And the second time I did it, it was about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle going to the Laker game. You know what I'm saying? Just like at the end of it's TMZ Live.
You would just type it or you would do a video?
It's TMZ Live.
Okay.
Like, cause like here in this area we get TMZ. They also have a show called TMZ Live that's in other markets. Okay. And at the end of the show they have like a viewer like call-in segment where they like ask a different viewer about, you know what I'm saying, a different topic. And they randomly picked me. I done it twice now. They told me they're gonna hit me back in like 3 weeks to do it again.
Okay.
So like I'm
That's
having little shit happen right now.
So you're going about some routes to get
yeah,
this shit up. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like TMZ, like what you on TMZ for? Okay,
yeah.
you on that part. Damn. So did that Steve Harvey joint not bring you in some followers?
It definitely got me some followers, but that was like
it was a while back.
5-6 years ago.
Okay.
So that was like
that happened last year.
It'd be different.
You would have had like half a million followers from that.
This happened last year when TikTok was hot and all that. Oh,
yeah. From the same.
I'll tell you right now, you ain't gonna be sitting here next to us right
now.
Yeah, you probably.
What's crazy though is I would.
Niggas ain't got enough views for.
Exactly.
Bro, that's one thing. That's one thing about me. Like, I mean this from the bottom of my fucking heart. Like, it's certain shit that I'm still always gonna do just because I'm a 217 Central Illinois nigga. Mm-hmm. I'm Danville to the death of me. Mm-hmm. I got a nigga in Peoria named Eddie Parker. I've been doing that nigga birthday party every year for the last 5 years. From when I couldn't get 20 people to show up to when I was running my own fucking monthly show and I'm getting 120 people to show up once a month. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know it's only gonna get bigger from here. But when that nigga called me to do his birthday party in the end of February and early March, I'm gonna be like, all right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's certain people, certain shit that like, I mean, that's the way I'm wired.
Yeah. Hold on, let me ask you,
and Rick been trying to get me to do some shit with him for years.
I have.
And I was like, man.
Hold on, when you did the shit with Steve Harvey, was you roasting somebody or what?
It was the Battle of the Sexes show.
Okay.
So like they had men and women on there. It was like 4 dudes and 4 women, and they was like just asking us questions about, you know what I'm saying, like a man's point of view versus a woman's point of view, yada yada yada. And like I was killing that shit. I wasn't necessarily roasting nobody, but I was like roasting the subject. And them motherfucking producers loved your boy. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was wondering, because you had me thinking about a segment. I'm like, nigga, we could probably fucking around and create a segment off some of that shit, depending on what you do.
I mean, bro, like we can definitely sit down and rap and figure out a way to put together like a little 2 to 5 minute segment about anything. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is, I got a motherfucker in Danville who been trying to get with me to put together a podcast, and we just ain't never linked up. And me and my boy Dre been thinking about doing a podcast for like
Burns? I just bumped into him.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing this shit for like a year, 2 years. It's just a matter of like, that's what I mean when I say I just want to get on the stage and tell jokes.
Nah,
I don't want to do.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Dre a funny motherfucker too. He messaged me actually too, saying, "Hey, bro, if you ever want to guest, let me know something." Dre messaged me too. Dre funny.
I'm down. I'm gonna be showing my couch, but that couch is right here. Mm-hmm. So my legit goal is to have that couch full of people.
Yeah,
mics. I want to have mics. Like 8, 9 motherfuckers just talking shit.
Yeah.
Every time we go over, everybody either clown them or we go or we roast each other.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of vibe I want. You know what I'm saying, for the pod. So that's like end goal joint.
Yeah, because he was talking about that and say if the podcast blew up. The next thing, like you said, going on tour to do podcasts.
Yeah,
doing
tours.
I feel you.
I was saying that shit right before you walked in. I was talking about that shit. Like, I'm like, big time. Like, I want to have a tour because I know niggas who do podcasts who be on tour and niggas be begging.
I mean, what it is, man. The 85 South show really changed.
And that seeing that shit gave me some ideas.
Yeah, that they are in the process of changing the way niggas present comedy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because like what I just was talking about earlier, the way I structure shows, that's the classic way to run a show. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing a ticketed show. Mm-hmm. Now, like the Laugh Factory or your comedy clubs, they are going to have anywhere from 5 to 10 comedians. They're all going to do anywhere from 6 to 15 minutes. And you're going to get to see a whole lot of comedians, you know what I'm saying? But if you're doing like a show where, hey man, in a town like this, hey man, you want 3 or 4 comedians, let the last comedian do 30 to 45, the first comedian or two do 10, the middle the dude who goes up right before your headliner is going to do 20. You know what I'm saying? It's the same formula. You know what I'm saying? But with the 85 South show, they completely altered the formula.
They all going.
They all up there the whole time.
Yeah.
And they just playing off each other like
chemistry.
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of their stuff,
yeah.
a lot of their stuff, I looked it up.
Yeah.
A lot of their stuff ain't scripted. They just go up there. They're just
we're
going out to work.
I would say 75% of their shit is not scripted.
Yeah, they just go up there and say, let's chat it up.
Yeah, because they'll just pick a random person in the crowd, roast that nigga for 10 minutes. Like, bro, roast him.
And see, back in the day, and this is like before I started doing comedy even. Like when I first started, it still was kind of frowned upon, but you had comedians that did it. But like crowd work, that's called crowd work. When you start roasting people in the crowd and all that shit. Yeah. Crowd work is frowned upon by a lot of people in the stand-up game because they look at it like, nigga, you ain't got a solid 7 minutes of just your material. Ooh. My thing is, bro, right hand of God. All the successes that I've had, that I done sat here and talked about, I did that hour set. It wasn't even an hour. It was like 35, 40 minutes. I did that for Bethel AME Church. So anybody watching, understand that I don't just cuss. I can do a clean set. I was raised in church. But that set, you know what I'm saying, probably the first 10, 15 minutes, that's just me off the top. I've never wrote a joke. I've never written a joke. I tried once, and I sat there writing, and I was just like, this is stupid, and just threw the book. Like, I tell stories about the stuff that I've experienced, that I've been through. There are certain jokes that I've come up with in my mind that I just go perform them, and I've been performing them long enough to where like I understand them now.
Yeah, I like the storytelling.
And I add new shit in as I go. So like I got the biggest regret I have is that I didn't write down a lot of this shit, or that I don't have enough shit recorded. That's really what brought me over here today. Was the fact that like I need content out there. I need to be able to tell people like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't.
Yeah, fam, you gotta check. I'm gonna tell you, and it's crazy how me and your shit is so aligned in a sense because if anybody, nobody knew me before TikTok, right? So it's crazy you say that shit. But all my niggas, everybody I played games with for like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Even when I was in the military, my niggas used to say I was Jamie Foxx. Like, that's how funny. Because I always been a funny dude, right? Right. And niggas would tell me you stand up, all this shit. But I was in the military. I'm not in the military. I ain't got time for this shit. But people would always tell me, fam, you got to do something with this shit. You can't, like, even when I was in the military, like, we was in Iraq and I had niggas dying. Like,
bro, I think you need to reword that.
My
niggas said, I was in Iraq and I had niggas dying.
Niggas was dying in Iraq laughing.
Like, wait a minute, my nigga.
Like, dying in Iraq laughing. Like, hey, but one of my boys was like, fam, look, I know, because at the time I thought, I ain't fucking no TikTok, man. And dudes used to tell me to stream. And I used to be like, man, I'm not streaming, man. They be like, fam, please. But it became like, every time I played with a random team on a game, they'd be like, fam, do you live stream? Nigga, you got me dying over here. Like, what the fuck? So I was like, all right, fuck it. I started doing live streams. And then after that, people was like, fam, do you got a social media? Blah, blah. And what clicked with me was every time somebody asked me, do I have this? I'm like, okay, this must mean something. Yeah. So I think like my 30th person asked, do I got a TikTok? I said, fuck it. I'm going to go make a TikTok. So when I made a TikTok, I mean, fam, within me making a TikTok, I had people who had 300, 400, 500,000 followers. These people was following me. I didn't have the regular people following me. I had the big time. Hey yo, fam, who are you, fam? They was following me, and when that shit happened, I knew it meant something. Like legit. And shout out to y'all people who followed me in the beginning, fam, because I'm talking about like, and I'm in group chats with these guys. Like we got each other's numbers. And these dudes got like, you wouldn't even know, they got 1 million followers. And they big time. And I'm talking to these niggas like, texting them, we do FaceTime chats, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So that's when I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put out content. And luckily, That thrust shit happened.
You found your niche.
Yep. And I actually created a niche, nigga. That wasn't. I made that niche.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I tried stand-up comedy one time. I did it one time because I took his advice one day. He said, "Man, just go up there and do it." Went over to Champaign. What was that? What the hell was it called?
What?
They had a second story above it. It was like a little comedy.
Oh, you talking about the Clark Bar?
Yes.
You went to the Clark Bar. They the basement is where people party at, but upstairs they got the little.
I did it one time, and I did a 5-minute session. Scariest moment of my life. But I got laughs out. But I sat there and I did it, and I was like, I just sat there and thought. I couldn't grind it out to do something like that. It takes a strong person.
Fam, I've been.
It felt good to do it, but the constantly having to do it like every week.
Me personally, every time I go, because I'm being in the military, I always go to a different city to live. So I never know anybody. But I've had people tell me like, fam, I'll pay to come to your online stand-up comedy. But like all my followers, they've been asking me for years to do stand-up. I just don't know nobody in the area to do it, so I just never even thought about doing it.
Man, hit up CU Comedy. They'll fuck with you. Just don't tell them you fuck with me.
No, I mean, the thing is I don't. Okay, so to be honest, with the way social media is now, if I can't like bring my equipment there to record my shit, I wouldn't want to do it anyway.
The thing is though, like everybody now is gonna let you do that.
They don't mind doing that
come
shit.
Come on, man, bro. I just did the Laugh Factory, like what? I did the Laugh Factory. It was either a week or 2 weeks ago, and they got it set up to the point now where you can literally like take a picture of a QR code and request your set from them.
Yep.
Nigga, I had a photographer, and this the crazy and this how I know like doors is about to open for me because motherfucking people have just randomly been hitting me up, like offering their services, just randomly. So this lady named
Angela, you know it's on the way,
bro. This lady named Angela Rossi in Danville.
Okay.
She hit me up and was like, "Chris, I just saw your flyer that you're going to be doing the Laugh Factory next week. My brother John lives in Chicago, and we're working on opening Rossi Photographs North."
Hold on, so you doing Live Factory next week?
No, I did it last week.
Last week, okay.
But like, she was like, "I know you're gonna do it next week, and my brother's in Chicago. We're working on opening up Rossi Photographs North. I'm gonna run the photography company down here, and he's gonna start one in Chicago. He's gonna be at your show to take photos of you. Just make sure you let him know." I was like, "What the fuck, lady?" Like,
but you didn't have that information out there,
bruh. I didn't ask this lady for shit. This lady just hit me the fuck up.
I'm telling you right now, Chris. If you actually record your shows and you take time to edit it and post them on TikTok, I'm telling you right now, give it a few months and watch what happens.
Man, and that's what I gotta start doing.
I'm telling you. I know you like to say you like to grind it. I get that, and I respect that.
It's part of the grind.
But if you actually take time and edit your videos and take your clips and post them on TikTok, the moment you hit that algorithm one good time, your life's gonna change.
That's really all it takes. I'm gonna turn now, and this is for real. It only takes once, my nigga.
One video takes one.
Like dead ass. When it hits once, that one video. Let's say you only go for 1 million views, right? You might fuck around and get 10, 15,000 followers from that one video.
Damn.
But yeah, that's all it takes. But when you do it, it makes it easier to keep hitting it because that 10, 15 that fuck with you, they gonna ride with you. But that's why you only got to do it once, man.
And see, I'm gonna say this, and I know y'all gonna judge the fuck out of me.
Oh, I'm a 100% judge the fuck out of me.
Because I ain't gonna lie, like my nigga Dre Burns, he's a comedian in Danville.
Okay.
Yeah. And like that's my nigga. We grew up together, went to school together, and all that shit. I'm the one who got him started doing comedy.
So you hating on him already?
No, this ain't what it is at all. But I do be hating on that nigga some days because I be like, because it's
healthy to hate.
He ain't done no stand up in a while, so I keep telling him like, my nigga, you retired, man. You whack as hell. But like I was doing my shows and I started doing this thing called the local light. So I would give like a local person a chance to try stand up.
Okay.
And
it's on Facebook sometimes.
Yeah. So Dre did it, and Dre like caught the bug, and he like now like he started doing comedy. He's the only reason why I got t-shirts now. I never wanted to sell t-shirts, but Dre was selling t-shirts, so it was a good idea. I got merch, but. I'll never forget, my nigga. We was sitting there chilling one day. We was talking about shit just like this, about like, man, we got to get this social media shit buzzing, man. We got to do this, that, and the third. And the nigga stopped and looked at me and was like, nigga, you got a college degree. Why the fuck you ain't figure it out? I was like, nigga, just because I got a college degree don't mean shit. And then the nigga like really paused for a second and said, nigga, what's your degree in? I said, and this is where it get bad. I said, man, my degree is in communication studies with a focus in electronic media production. He said, nigga, you went to college to produce electronic media, and now your fat ass don't want to produce electronic media? And I was like, that's why like when I came in, I was like, oh, okay, I see everything. Okay. That's why I was looking at your camera like, okay, I see. Okay, you got a nice setup in here. What you using to edit over there? Okay, cool. State of the art, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking around like, oh yeah, this is serious. Like I see you got real materials, real equipment and shit. Mm-hmm. And it just it was another moment where in my head I was like, nigga, you do know, like
I'm telling you,
you're in thousands of dollars of debt to learn how to do this shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot you some bail, right? Because you can know all this shit, but you also gotta have the, like, for example, you got the grind, but now I think you just gotta refocus it. Because I'm gonna tell you, to me, if I'm being real, some of this shit get boring.
Nigga, I know.
The online shit, it do get boring in my opinion. So what I focus on is different avenues of things. Like to me, this podcast shit is fun because it doesn't go viral like that. And you gotta work hard. Like fam, if I were to show you my views on YouTube versus my views on TikTok or on Facebook and Instagram, nigga, I'm a god on Facebook. I'm here with you. I'm a god on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, nigga. I know within a week I could post something that's gonna hit 3-4 million, no problem, right?
Damn.
But that's my content niche. When it comes to my podcast and shit, having people sit with you for an hour, that shit I'm not a master at. So I am addicted, like to that because I haven't figured out how to blow it up yet.
Yeah. And what's crazy, I know me, because like when I was in college, like because like I'm sitting here watching your screen up there, I'm like, okay, you got good levels, you got this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. That was the shit I hated. I always wanted to be the dude in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like I was taking all the classes, the speech courses and the classes to where, you know what I'm saying, the sports broadcast classes to where like I want to be in front of the camera. And I hated that behind the camera work. You know what I'm saying? So like podcast is like where I feel like I shine in that because it's a conversation. Yeah. And I can sit here and talk. I can talk to anybody about anything. Bro, I'm from Danville, Illinois. It ain't too much that can really turn me away in a conversation. And people don't get that. Like, people be like, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. No, nigga, if you can make it in Danville, Illinois, and make it out of there.
Fam, I don't care. Ain't nothing. Like, every time I go to Danville, I'm like, what is here, fam?
Bro,
other than the VA. Like, when I come to the VA, I go to the VA and I leave. I make stuff about Popeyes.
Bro,
I'm going that
what's in Danville? Struggle. Yep. And evangelical Christians that want to tell you how to live.
You can't go nowhere.
Like that, man.
Damn, you gonna bump into trouble like Westfield.
Man, come on, man.
You run into trouble. So.
And being a big ass black dude in those places, I'm blessed because I got a big name around there. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fish in a small pond. Mm-hmm. So like most people ain't gonna really do too much fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, I was raised in a white Baptist church. So like I got to see the way white people can be. I got to see the good and the bad.
You see me? Because I didn't go to Danville. I mean, I'm from the Danville area.
But you went to Westville.
I was in Westville.
Yeah.
If I went to Danville High School, I'd be a totally different person. I'm
Definitely.
100%
Definitely.
stand on that. But I went to Westville. It was a white dominated school. I was one of maybe 5 black kids in my whole school.
Yeah.
That's just
that was the kind of school you was in?
Yeah, bro, he from Westville.
Blacks is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, put like this, bro. The one thing in Westville that we used to always laugh about is the fact that there was like 5 to 6 mixed kids. And all them little mixed kids dominated their sports. Like,
I mean, you already know that, bro.
All the little mixed kids is the running backs, the point guard.
NFL ready.
Bro, I'm talking about, bro, no bullshit. They had a running back named Caleb Pratt.
That's my cousin.
That motherfucker broke every fucking state record ever. Ever, nigga. Like, ever. And in Danville, we was looking like, man, that nigga average, man.
Average as fuck, man.
He was pretty good. I ain't gonna say he wasn't good.
Well, no, if you say average, it's average when you compare him to
but
like
if
the
you,
guys who were killing it right
If you
now.
would have took like 2 or 3 of the best kids from Danville and dropped them off there, they would have been able to do that.
If you would have dropped 2 or 3 kids in Danville and put them on Westville, they win state championship.
Yeah, hell yeah.
100%.
Hell yeah. And I don't, if you see this, Caleb, this is no knock on you. I'm not knocking him at all.
Oh, he'll see it, yeah. He'll see
you know what I'm saying? This is not a knock on him because that was his truth. That was his upbringing.
I can see him time in, man, fuck y'all.
He gonna text me,
time in the comments,
right.
motherfucker.
But because like he was good. He would have played at Danville. He would have played at a bigger school.
Right.
It's not to say he wouldn't have been good at a bigger school, but it was just the fact that, dude, you playing against these kids, and I guarantee you.
You gotta think about it. Cause
some of them motherfuckers.
Danville plays teams like Champaign. Westville, we're playing the small white towns.
Yeah.
See, I don't think a lot of people talk
people
about that enough of some of the positive things about being black. If you in an all-white school, you are the fucking man. You getting pussy, my nigga. You that nigga in sports. If you playing basketball, they look at you like Michael Jordan, my nigga.
Man,
if you in football, nigga, they let you do whatever you want, my nigga.
You want to punt? You can be the punter.
Yeah.
They like, oh, he's strong and he fast. Oh,
yeah,
fam,
but you're right.
He want.
Caleb was in a like you said, big fish in a small pond.
Hell yeah.
And plus and that's what hurt him too, because you go to a small school like that, you don't get exposure.
Oh, that shit fuck up your ego too when you get to the higher level, niggas will shut your shit down real fast.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, like, you definitely got that positive side, but then you also still got to deal with that negative side because. It's growing up, like bro,
you see,
bro.
Don't forget you still a nigga.
It's crazy, fam, because like it's a story I always tell, and I'm happy that I got this platform. I hope at least 600 people watch this, but I just want people to hear this. This is like in Danville right now. They got this big like abortion issue because you know Illinois abortion is legal,
Danville,
but Danville has passed the city ordinance that makes abortion illegal, basically, right?
Wait. So you can't do it in Danville.
Just Danville. But the thing is, they
had a big ass protest last week.
So I went to the city council meeting that they protesting at, right?
Okay.
And this white lady who went to the church that I grew up at was there. And she tried to hand me one of the signs that said, like, protect the unborn. And I was like, I don't really agree with that side. So, you know what I'm saying? And she, like, tried to read me for filth. Like, you know the scriptures, Christopher. You were raised in a church. And I'm just sitting here like, ma'am, you don't know my experience at that church.
Right.
So I'm going to tell this one story just so, like, people understand why I say I can really, like, I've seen the best and the worst for white people. I've seen the best and the worst from black people, from, like, all walks of life. Okay. And I'm thankful for that because I'm from Danville. I got to see it. Bro, I was a senior in high school, right? I was still, like, a square-ass nigga. I'm talking about, like...
Most niggas was square.
Right, like, virginal. Sure. Yeah. My freshman year, I went to this camp to where I had vowed abstinence until I was married. Like, I did the whole 9, nigga. Like, I'm not going to have sex.
You vowed abstinence?
I vowed to remain abstinent until I got married. Like, okay. I was really like a church nigga, right? And this white girl I went to church with named, her name was Michelle Wildmonster.
She fucked shit out of
Hold
you.
on. No. Stop it. Hold on. Her daddy thought I was gonna, but it's crazy because like she asked me, she was like, Chris, you know what I'm saying? We've been going to school together, like we've been going to church together forever.
Bro,
we've been going to church together forever.
I heard this nigga say, you gonna give me a dick, my nigga?
So she was like, you know what I'm saying? We've been going to church together since we was kids. And First Baptist had a school. Okay. They still do. Like, so you still got a First Baptist church in school. So, like, all them kids went to the school and the church. I just went to the church. I went to public school. Mm. So, like, she was like, hey, you want to go to the spring formal with me? Like, it ain't like a date or nothing. She was like, whoa, like, I ain't trying to fuck you, my nigga. Like, I'm just trying to have somebody to go with that I think I would have fun with.
That makes sense.
And it's a group of us from the Sunday school class that are going.
Oh, that
so
makes
I'm like, all right.
Sense.
So I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Bet. Her daddy was my Sunday school teacher, 7th and 8th grade. 7th and 8th grade, this dude was my Sunday school teacher. He's responsible for, like, my spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, fuck.
She asked me this on a Sunday. I was like, all right, bet, cool. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. You know what I'm saying? I'll go get me a suit because I was already going to my high school's prom.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bet. It's going to be me, you, all the people from Sunday school. Cool. Nigga. Wednesday night service, nigga. Wednesday night service. I get to the church. Her daddy is outside the church.
Already waiting on you.
Nigga, he is waiting outside the church. Nigga, I walked up to the door and he go, "Hey, Chris, can you come talk to me?" It was like, this nigga. So, I understand Michelle had asked you if you would like to go to the formal with her.
Oh.
But I just want you to know that we don't do that.
Oh. Wait a minute.
And I said, bro, I was still like this innocent.
Do what?
Bro, I was still this like innocent, abstinent, square ass little nigga. So that's what I said. I was like, you don't do what? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
He was like, well.
That nigga said she was like, I swear to God.
No, he wouldn't. He didn't come out and say it. But he was just like, well, she's just gonna have to find a different date. And I was just like,
it was that she was black.
Oh, clearly, because I was a nigga.
Wow.
Clearly, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. We both still the whisper God. Bro, you talking about niggas?
And it, bro, fuck. And it blew me, because in that moment, I was like, damn, you like that? Like, I knew about racism and shit.
Church racist?
Like, my nigga. Like, you my Sunday school teacher.
Come on, fam. Nah.
Bro,
that's crazy.
Bro, right hand of God.
I'm leaving that church
bro,
immediately.
Right hand of God. From that day forward, because, like, I was 0 to 18, so I still had to go to church. Like, my mama went to this church.
I'm switching it.
My mama tell me it's time to go to church. Guess what the fuck I'm going to do? Get up and go to church. So, like, for the next, 6-7 months, I was at church. As soon as I got to college, never been back. You know what I'm saying? I went back a couple times for, Mother's Day for my mama.
Oh, yeah.
But, nigga.
The church, that nigga was racist?
Nigga.
How you racist? And you supposed to leave church and then show the racist side.
Bro, no, bro. He thought my daughter just asked this big ass nigga who's the homecoming king at the public school. He's probably he had to assume I was fucking. He had to, he the homecoming king, he's the captain of the football team.
We're not gonna do this.
And you, sir, are not gonna besmirch my child.
That's fucking crazy.
I learned though. But honest to God, if I was to see the man now, I'd be like, hey man, thank you. Because you really took that. It was like, you remember that motherfucking dumbass movie that was on Netflix with Sandra Bullock, where where they had they don't look, you know what I'm saying, and motherfucker, Bird Box. Mm-hmm. I really felt like he was the bad guy in Bird Box who had worked his way into their house and made them see the light. That nigga held my eyes open that's crazy. Look, nigga, this is what it is. And ever since then,
you was about to ride that wave, nigga.
Bro,
all that dumb shit.
Bro, I swear to God, I was.
You ain't touching my daughter.
And guess what's crazy? I've been fucking white girls ever since.
I thought you were about to say you fucked her later, but
I didn't. Because Michelle cool as hell to this day. She got a husband and 2 kids.
I've been broke up because I was black.
She cool as fuck.
Her grandma said that they didn't believe in the whole interracial dating.
Yeah,
she called me and she said that. She said, I can't be with you. I was like, why? She said, Rick, how am I going to be honest? Because you're black. I was like, bitch.
What's crazy, though, for real, now, at this point in my life, and I ain't even want to say just at this point, but, really from that point on, I'm thankful for people like that.
Yeah, 100%.
I prefer my racists to be in my face like that versus the motherfucker that's shake. Yeah. Because it let me really know, dude, you was my Sunday school teacher. You thought I was just the funniest, coolest little guy until it was a threat that I might hold your daughter's hand. But now that I see who you really are, cool. I know how to deal with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you never going to be able to not deal with people who don't like you.
Exactly.
You always going to come across people who think you less than or think this, that, and the third about you. So how do you learn to deal with it? Do you sit there and get mad and say, oh, fuck all these white people, I hate these crackers, yada, yada, yada? Or do you say, you know what? You like that, I know where to keep you at. You cool, so I can work with you. Mm-hmm. You kind of in the middle, so I'm still trying to figure you out and read you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's I'm grateful. I want my racist in your face.
Yeah.
Mm. I want you wearing your Confederate flag and your boots, and I want you to be
I know where you stand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want you Joe Biden racist. No, I don't want that in between that.
That's it. Yeah, you can't really put together. You can't really. Yeah. You almost gotta put them in a little trap to find out.
Bingo! I swear, you gotta play a song and be like, listen.
Niggas don't really want to spend time trying to
at all.
All right, so let me ask you this, right? Because this shit just kind of came up.
Okay.
Apparently, this nigga Chris Brown
Beat up Usher. Beat up Usher.
Fam, I want to know. Do you think that the nigga was fighting over whose song was better, or was it a bitch, or
bro?
Because I could just picture this nigga Chris just start crumping, and that nigga Usher was like, nigga, I got some better dances than you, and that nigga Chris just socked the fuck out the nigga like, nigga, you can't dance better than me.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I got a half pint in now, so like I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. Like Chris Brown is a terrible person. Oh. Can we just admit it? Like Chris Breezy is a terrible person. He makes good music. I fuck with the music.
Hold on. Are we still talking about Riri shit?
Nigga, that was your first sign that he was a terrible person.
I actually thought Riri was behind some of this shit.
Bro, hold on, but let's go back. Let's go back. You got Riri, you got Kikuchi, whatever Karuchi, her. Yeah. Now this like the nigga is a habitual ain't shit nigga, and he showed you a million times. The thing is, I still fuck with his music.
Yeah, because the music, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with his shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like I still
he like R. Kelly. You know that nigga fucked up, but you know that nigga drop hits.
Thank you.
So you gotta rock with him.
Thank you. But he's a terrible person.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like if Usher ain't much better of a person.
Cap, though, you punch Usher, nigga. Usher too nice to me to even try to fight.
Usher ain't shit either.
I think he's a nice guy. Like he might be not shit,
but you know what
Usher
it is?
Be like, yeah, shit.
Here's
like,
my
he
opinion.
got that Mike Jackson.
Bro, here's my opinion. Usher is an ain't shit person based on things that he experienced. Mm-hmm. Chris Brown is an ain't shit person because he just ain't shit. Yeah. Like some niggas just ain't shit. Usher was getting touched on by Puff Daddy, so that kind of put him on a track to be an ain't shit nigga.
No, we didn't talk about that.
And Puff Daddy, if you see this, I'm sorry, you didn't do that shit. Because, Puff Daddy is an awesome person, and I don't want Puff Daddy to come after me. Don't kill me, Puffy. But, we all know Puff is a different guy. I don't know. He a different animal.
I think Puff did something.
Puff did something to that boy? No, you didn't, Puff.
They showed a video.
No, you didn't.
They showed a video that he was arguing with some chick that
he was arguing with Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, and then Usher got in the middle of it, and then they said that Chris ended up leaving with security. They went behind a charter bus. Usher took off his skates, said, hang on, I'm going to run that back. Chris, where you going? Went behind a charter bus, got his fucking nose busted open, and he walked back out. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But see, Chris looked like he could throw hands, though.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That nigga, he got a little bit of length on him.
That nigga like 6'3".
I've seen some videos of when he's about to start fighting and getting into other celebrities. You can tell he got some fight to him.
Like I just said, I know I said Chris Brown ain't shit, but I wouldn't say that if he was around. Like, nigga 6'3" with length. I'm 5'10".
Is Usher a shorter guy?
Usher's like 5'9". Yeah, he's like around our height.
He ain't too short. I mean, I don't know.
But ain't he in like mid-50s?
But see, I always look at
Usher is probably
like nigga, you light skin.
Like mid-40s, I think. Mid-40s, late 40s.
I always look at Chris Brown like nigga, you light skin. Nigga, I'll slap the shit at you.
Chris Brown 6'3".
Usher's more. I think it's more softer.
Yeah.
Like, you know, hey, so
hell yeah.
You know, we're gonna just.
Can you handle it? You know, if I go there, baby, with you. So that's Usher. You know what I'm saying?
I really want to talk to you about
44.
Yeah, bro, because Usher, you got to remember, Usher came out he had that shit where he had on the Laker jersey. He was like 12, 13 when he first hit, but it didn't blow up. Then 4 years later, he came out with My Way, and that's right around the time I was in that same age bracket, and My Way was that shit.
I feel like niggas is not bringing up enough just how predator vibe this situation was with P. Diddy, my nigga. He was living with this nigga, living with a grown ass man.
That's how Usher got on.
And nigga was sleeping in the bed with P. Diddy, my nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, can we not just for a minute really go over how predatorial this shit was, my nigga?
Man.
A nigga who got everything, and you got these... Nigga, that's some Michael Jackson shit.
Man, whoa.
Okay, my bad.
Mike wasn't doing that shit. Look, they made Mike out to be like that.
Not too much on Mike, but
they made him out to be like that.
You got a kid with you, my nigga, in the bed. Come on, fam.
And you know why? And here's why I say
that's wild to me.
Here's why I say I know Michael Jackson really didn't do that shit. Because motherfuckers make sure you know about that shit they say Michael did. That is a huge news story.
Oh yeah, well see that, but I'm not on that for too much of the same situation.
I'm gonna tie it together. Motherfuckers, make sure you know about that Mike shit. But that shit you just said about Usher is some shit you gotta really dig.
You gotta dig, out. Yeah. And I'm like, why is nobody really bringing that shit up?
Because like, Puff is a real life gangster. As predatory as he may be, as whatever he may be, and Puffy, I'm not saying you did anything.
Here's the thing, though.
I don't want you to think you did anything, Puffy.
Does this make him a predator?
Puff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude.
This gonna be on.
Saying nigga predator?
Is this gonna be on Puff Daddy's internet? Because no. I'm sitting here like trying to think like I'm nobody, so Puffy ain't gonna see this.
I'm just saying,
but if Puffy does see this, Puff, you didn't do that shit. But if Puffy didn't see this shit, hell yeah, Puffy did that shit, and we know he did it. Puffy's a sick motherfucker. Real talk. Go look at that. Go look at that clip. Bro. Go look at the clip.
It makes you wonder what the nigga did to him, fam. Because even 50, a lot of other niggas, they talk about how feminine the shit that P. Diddy does.
You can go find the clip, fam. Bro, you can go find the clip right now. It's Puffy, Fabulous, and a couple other rappers.
Talking about when he wanted to take him out to go shopping.
And Puffy was like, man, why ain't you never party with me?
Yep.
And Fab was like, I came to your birthday party. I came to your birthday party. But you ain't never party with me, Fab.
Oh, no.
Bro, Fabulous looks so fucking...
No.
Fab looks
scared. Diddy said it's so zesty. He was like, but you ain't never really. And then them niggas talked about it the next day, and he was like, nah, I ain't doing that shit.
I ain't doing that shit. Saw it. How scared did Fabulous look?
Was like, hell no, I ain't doing that shit.
Fab was like, man.
So it seems to me that there is an underlining thing that, I mean, and how young is old girl that he with right now?
Young Miami.
How young?
Her name is Young Miami. That should tell you a name.
How young is her?
She probably like late 20s, mid to late 20s.
I thought she was early 20s, but nigga, and that nigga what, 50 something right now?
Man.
About to be 60?
Man.
So we talking about like a 40-year gap,
nigga,
right?
He took his son's girlfriend. Remember he was dating Lori Harvey for a couple months.
Yep.
And she had just got done dating his son.
And she was early 20s right then.
Yeah, and that's why.
Is that gangster shit on her part, or is that just
no. The thing about it is,
I'm saying I didn't want to make it a tagline because of course I'm gonna share this shit, but I'm saying I'm gonna clip it up real good too. I'm just saying in general.
Please
it just made me think like, are we gonna just come out and is somebody gonna admit that this nigga might be a predator?
I mean, the thing about it is,
he might be a predator, my nigga.
The thing about it is, bro, it's not a might. He is. But the thing is,
I'm saying on a level like, nigga might have a stable of little young men somewhere.
Bro. It goes back to what I said about Corey Holcomb and his realness.
And he don't even want to get married to nobody.
Corey Holcomb says all of this shit.
Time.
And that's why Corey Holcomb ain't on Kevin Hart level. Because he talks about this shit. And the thing about it is, that's the shit that runs the industry. You got to be down to do some shit to really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want that big break, you gotta take that big snake.
Nigga,
it's just what it is. Like, nigga, Cat Williams. I know you remember the Cat Williams, like one of his first specials.
Cat Williams talking about
and he said, I'm at this hotel, I'm at this mansion party, and I'm walking around, and I'm looking at niggas, and I'm like, nigga, you know that I can see you. Like, is that Professor Oglesby? Like, nigga, them Hollywood niggas really got... Man, bro, that's why I said I want to be famous, but I don't want to... I want to be famous enough to where I can tour 6 months.
Where you can't, like, say everything you did to get the fame.
I want to be able to make $200,000 a year doing comedy. If I could make $200,000 a year doing just comedy, nigga, I would be more than content. I don't need to go make $200 million. Because once you make that $200 million, something coming with that.
Dick.
That's what's coming with that.
Probably P did.
So I say we talked about that with the rappers and
boy, something coming with that. Something coming with that. That's why you see so many comedians that get on and they on for a second, and then you be like, damn, whatever happened to Buddy? Buddy was funny as hell. You know what happened to him? Buddy found his lane, found his niche, and just stayed there and was cool. He didn't need. You know what? I'm cool. You telling me I can still go do the Funny Bone in Toledo, Ohio, and make $5,000 this weekend? I'm gonna go to Toledo and make this $5,000 for the weekend.
Facts.
Versus going to
a comedian like Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
He'll do one like he really does like one, maybe 2 shows a year, gets his check, and he gets the fuck out. You don't
Man, bro, and he's so lucky because he has that Latino niche and he's fat and friendly. So guess what? I'm gonna come, do my shows, and I'm gone.
I'll be hating on them Filipino niggas. I'll be hating on them. No, I'll be hating on them niggas because them niggas is so rare for like comedians to where when they do they shit, them niggas can go straight to Netflix, nigga, and have millions of motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying. Them niggas is rare. Like a black comedian is everywhere, but a fucking Filipino joint or Mexican joint,
you don't hear his name a lot.
Mexican comedians, there's a million.
Well, I'm just saying,
but the Asians,
the Asian joints, fam, it ain't a lot of them, fam. It ain't a lot.
They definitely can eat.
Damn,
they can eat.
And they'll instantly have a backing. The moment somebody sees them, Asians, they follow their people, fam. They're not like us.
100%.
They gonna roll with them, nigga, man. But that P Diddy shit, it just made me think like, hold on, is this nigga a real life joint? And nobody like. I was looking at the Met Gala pictures and shit. We went over there on my last podcast, and I'm like, damn, nigga, how young is Young Miami? And I'm like, God damn. And I looked at him, I'm like, this nigga trying to seem young as fuck. And I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to seem so young? I'm like, oh, this nigga might be smashing motherfuckers that's way younger. And then that's when that thought popped in my head. I said, man, he might be. And I'm like, I don't want to say it. But then when you brought that part, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to say it.
Man. Like, that's the thing, man. When you get into that world, it's certain shit that you have to be prepared to give up. And it's certain things that you have to be prepared to see and deal with. And there's just no way around it. You're either going to get down or you're going to get out.
And speaking of that shit, I want to respond to some of you motherfuckers in my inbox, man, about this pagan bullshit.
Oh, fuck.
All right? Listen to me and listen to me well, motherfuckers.
Pagan like the devil?
No, nigga. Pegging.
Oh, you're talking about the dildo
shit. So... No, if you saw my podcast, you should talking about because I didn't know what pegging was until like a couple days ago.
Oh shit!
I learned about that shit a couple days ago.
Ain't no shit for me.
Hold on, okay, I'm still alright. I just want to make sure that she don't die right in the middle of it, so I can get my little single joint off. So I asked people from the LGBTQT plus whatever the rainbows is, my nigga.
LGBTQ.
Was like messaging me. Talking about, hey man, just want to say that's fucked up what you was talking about, saying that if a dude gets pegged is gay. And I'm like, okay, what exactly are you talking about? And he's like, well, I don't believe that, me and other women do not believe that what you're saying is correct, which is that if a dude is getting pegged by a woman is gay. And I said, okay, well what do you mean by that? Like, can you express, and this on an inbox. And I got not just a few people. It was like about 10, 15 people that was messaging me saying, yo, I want to let you know that I don't like that you said that shit is gay. And so I'm like, okay, cool. Explain it. And across the board, almost everybody's answer was this. Well, it's not a real dick. The dick is not warm, or the what's the name is not warm. The fucking dildo. And I'm like, okay, this shit's getting stupid. And then they say, well, it's a girl wearing the dildo, and then that makes it not gay. And then they say something about, and then one of the girls said, well, God made all the nerves in a man's asshole, so that can't be gay, right? Because it was by God's design. And so I'm sitting here like, fam, what the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna say this. Because my opinions on the whole LGBTQ conversation.
Well, no, they were mad at me saying about other straight people.
I got this. What I feel is this. You're not gay until you let a man do some shit to you. So if a man fucks you in the ass, that's gay. 100%. So what you're describing isn't gay, but that shit is gay adjacent.
And see,
that's gay adjacent. So it's in the same room as gay.
Did I not say that?
That's gay.
I said that.
So it's like, it's put like this.
I told y'all.
Put like this.
They ain't bisexual, they're bi-curious.
In my no, I wouldn't even say that, bro. It's like, it's like
it's something going.
It's a gateway drug.
See that?
It's a gateway drug. That's a gateway drug, nigga. Because it's only you said that shit. I'm dead, dude.
Y'all give me that.
Hey, man, that's what's up.
They not say
that's
that
a
shit.
gateway.
I said a gateway drug. I said, you don't know what the difference is because you still getting fucking ass. I said, you don't know who behind you. Nothing. It's the same shit.
Understand, people. People who watching this, I want you to understand. I literally just met this nigga.
I
didn't watch none of his content, none of that shit.
Nigga.
So that happened that was just, I don't know. But yeah, that's a gateway drug. See? So like if you a dude and you cool with that, like you cool with being pegged, like you know what? I just want you to know, like you are on the path.
Now
you on the path.
Getting back
I ain't gonna say you gay, but in the next 2 to 3 months, you gonna be.
Now getting back to
you
the
on the path.
I want to respond to y'all. What I was trying to make clear, when I had nothing against the community, what I was saying about other straight dudes is they might not be gay, but the act itself is gay. So they might not be gay, right? Because I'm not going to say they're gay, but that act, a dude getting done in his ass, is in fact gay. So that's my only point of it. Yeah. I'm not going to keep bringing this shit up every fucking podcast because y'all niggas want to talk about that shit. Go look at other podcasts and argue on that shit. And I'm not going to respond to that shit every podcast.
And the crazy part is, like, I just, because of that whole abortion thing in Danville, like, I really, like, have been to, like, 2 recent, like, because Vermilion County now has, like, a new pride group that's, like, protesting this shit. So I done been to, like, 2 of their little protests and shit. Like, I rock with them niggas. They cool with me. But I will say, like, yeah, that's very gay adjacent. Mm-hmm. Like, that lets me know you've got some proclivities. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't no... My thing is this, though, man, with the whole, like, gay, straight, bi thing. At the end of the day, and it's crazy because when I was in college, we had a friend that motherfuckers thought was gay. And at first, I was real just like, man, I can't hang out with this nigga. This nigga might be gay, nigga. I don't want to be hanging out with no gay nigga. Right. And my frat brother came to me, and he was like, Tower, if he is gay, I don't give a fuck because I can tell you this. I know who he ain't gonna fuck. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn. Like, I never stopped and thought about it like that. Yeah. Like, he ain't gonna fuck me. Mm-hmm. So why do I care? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And since then, like, I got gay friends, bi friends.
Oh,
like
one of my good friends is gay.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't care what you do.
Yeah, no, big facts. Some of my best friends is gay. That lets you know, I'm not a homophobe. I don't really care about it. It's just that subject. Y'all just kept, like, messaging me about this shit. And I'm like, fam, look. Y'all can't get all up in the butt. See, I just did that to y'all. All up in the butt about a situation.
That is fucked up.
All about a situation where I'm just saying, I think if you're a straight male, right? Because we know if you're doing it, get done by a dude, that's what makes you gay. But to me, if the act is exactly the same, how can it not be looked at as being gay?
Right. That's like if I see you hanging a black mannequin in effigy of a black person, like that's gonna make me think you racist. Mm-hmm. Because like nigga, you just practicing for the real thing.
So you see what he just said, right? Because if you do the same thing as a dude who's racist, and you go, oh no, that's just my black cousin, nigga, we gonna look at you as like you racist because it looks exactly the same. It's the same. And that's what I'm talking about with the act of that. So I'm all for that. I'm gonna leave that shit alone. I'm not gonna bring that shit again. I'm not even gonna respond to y'all niggas.
Because at the end of the day, if it make you bust a nut, go bust a nut. Congratulations. I just hope you have post-nut clarity. I wish they could sell that shit in stores.
Nah, big fact.
Post-nut clarity. If they had a pill for post-nut clarity, nigga, I'd take that shit 3 times a day.
Man,
3 times a day.
3 times a day, nigga. That'll stop you from doing shit.
Nah, big fact.
Because every motherfucker watching this shit understands the fact of you be thinking about doing some bullshit, then you jack off and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah, true.
I'm about to cheat on my girl. This bitch is trying to throw me the pussy. I'm about to go fuck this bitch. You go to your room, jack off, boom, 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 boom. Post-nut clarity kick in. Why would I want to cheat on my girl? I'm not gonna do that. Post-nut clarity.
Yeah, I actually could see that.
Because if you go do that shit after you bust that nut, you wanted to do that shit.
Oh, that shit had to be super fire.
Yeah, like you had to want to do that shit.
God damn.
You're right, you just hit, you did it. You just really thought, bro. I'm telling you. Jack off. Anytime you got a big decision in life that you're not sure about what to do, jack off.
I'm be honest, nigga. We didn't all had that one that was so fire though that you just do whatever you could to go get that motherfucker though.
Man.
I'm talking about argue, whatever you gotta do, nigga.
Let me try to make sure I whistle right.
Make up some shit just to go hit that thing.
I swear to God.
Boy.
I'm talking about, hey, look, I'm gonna go cut the grass, I'm gonna go do this. Hey, don't call me. Or you know what? I'm gonna break up with you for about 3 hours and just go smash this thing. Just to
man.
Oh, too deep. My bad.
Oh,
Too deep. My bad.
I've been there.
My bad.
I've been there. I had an
I'm
ex.
the only crazy one.
I had an ex ruin a previous relationship just because she hit me up like, "What you doing?" Shit. I see you got your little girlfriend now. Yeah, it's cool. I bet she can't fuck like me.
No, damn well she can't.
I've done that
That's
before.
why she told you.
Hey, I've done that before.
You put your head down like.
Hold on.
I've done that before.
I got a couple more questions too. Hold on.
I hit up a girl and she was an ex and she was dating a dude and I said, I bet he don't eat that motherfucker like I do.
Boy.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
bet
nasty.
he don't eat that motherfucker.
You nasty. You said that shit in the middle.
You was an ace nigga.
Yeah.
But I've done it my damn self, so I can't judge you. I'm happy in the relationship I'm in now though. I'm in a very good place. I'm in a very good space. We're good. So yeah, I'm not living like that no more. But
of course, we all grown.
But previously,
oh man,
boy, she broke me down so fast. You coming to Chicago or what? I'm on my way.
Hey,
See,
see that brings. Are you still recording?
Yeah, y'all.
Damn, we are. Oh fuck! I thought that wasn't being recorded.
So that brings us to a point. I've been to the point where I've been head over heels over a girl where I was flying out every single month all last year.
Damn.
See, I'm telling you right now, TikTok is like the new Tinder. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you don't know how many females will be in my inbox. I never paid attention. All of a sudden, I was like, you know what? Let me go to my inbox one day. There was this girl that stuck out my notifications. I'm not gonna say names. Stuck out my notifications. For some reason, she kept sticking out. So I was like, you know, let me click on it. Start chatting it up. She said, you know what, I like you. I'm digging you. I'm gonna fly to Indianapolis to come see you.
Oh shit.
Came to Indianapolis. Came to see me. You know, been there a few times.
Okay.
Then she's like, messaged me 2 weeks later. Hey, come to El Paso, Texas.
God damn.
I'll fly you out. I was like, you gonna fly me out?
She flew you out, my
This
nigga.
nigga got flew out.
Yeah, I said, yeah, all right, man.
Hold on. So niggas is getting flew out now.
Being TikTok famous.
I did not know niggas could get flew out.
I'm sure my girlfriend might watch this, baby. If I get TikTok famous, I'm not gonna let no hoe flew me out.
That's crazy.
So she
I promise.
So she flew me out because she's like, she wanted to see what this was. Met her for a few days there, and then you know what? In the fall. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what's up. It happens.
This is about time I started chatting up with you. That's why I mean you never linked because I was in that little situationship.
Cause this nigga was out here chasing the dragon.
Look, so listen. So I see it on Paso, and we decided we're gonna make this a thing. All of a sudden, she flew me out to LA for a week. I went to LA for a week. We got Airbnb over in St. Monica Pier. We was just chilling. I go to her hometown, Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's where she's from. I was in Albuquerque 4 times last year.
Damn, nigga. Hold on, man. So you telling me I don't need to get famous on TikTok?
What I'm telling you is that TikTok is a fucking dangerous place. It 100%.
I don't need that smoke in my life.
But I learned my lesson. Me and her, we were cool for like 10, 11 months. We ended up having a fallout, and then we started separating. But still got number love for it. To this day, me and her are cool. Like if she ever called, we chatted up every now and then. Right. But it was past that. Like, me and her are cool to this day. I ain't gonna talk down on her.
That's what's up.
At the end of the day, she was flying me out. Came to see my
Damn,
birthday.
this nigga getting flued out.
But see, the reason why it's like on some Tinder vibes is because I'm trying to stay safe in here. Hold on. So because you gotta remember, when you put out the content, if the motherfucker that love that shit, right, they end up becoming like a legit fan of yours, right?
Yeah.
So if you keep dropping shit and then you getting big famous, but you're responding to that person.
Yeah.
And look, I have some of my posts that's got like 100,000 comments on it. And I only respond to a few of them. Right. So when they go, oh, he keep responding to me, nigga, to them, they start evolving that, oh my God, I'm special.
Yeah.
So
because they are. Because yeah.
So what happens is they end up being like, oh, I'll get in the pussy anytime he want it. It just from social media.
And what's crazy is like in my previous relationship, one of the biggest issues we had was the fact that I was like locally famous. Mm-hmm. And she was like, why are these bitches responding on your Facebook? You know what I'm saying? So like with that, like I can't even imagine thousands upon thousands.
It's way worse.
You should see my message requests on TikTok.
It's way worse.
It's
bad.
insane the stuff I be seeing sometimes from females.
Damn.
Married too, by the way. I'm like,
I'm gonna tell you though.
So y'all both got something to lose. That's even better.
I'm gonna tell you though.
Those the ones to fuck with. If you got something to lose, so do I.
TikTok is bad. It's a million times worse on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
bro. That's the one social media I can't get into.
The worst. I'm talking about. And look, it's just me being real. It'd be a lot of gay. It'd be like girls and gay niggas that's just aggressive. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about niggas be on my shit. No homo.
Damn.
Like, I'm talking about aggressive. Like, fam, I want them cheeks, my nigga. You the cheek thief? I want to thief them cheeks. And I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? And they just straight up like, hey, nigga, nah, fam, let me get them cheeks. Like, what the fuck we talking about, fam? Niggas just straight up like, nah, I want the game.
See, this is why I need to just stay regular. I don't need these problems in my life. Damn.
Niggas is like, nah, fam, I want the yamage, my nigga. Like, all that shit. But, I mean, regardless, it's just what you do with it, I would say.
Right.
Because
some people take advantage of it. Like, there's a lot of content creators out there, they'll do their content, and then when they start getting famous, and they start getting messages, they'll take advantage of that, and then they're hooking up with all these females, and then ghost them, and then you put a bad image on yourself. So at the end of the day, it's also how you react to what the hell's going on around you too.
Right.
You can just stay solid and be like, you know what, I'm here for content. That's it.
Get all three people like.
And see, I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. Being the dude that is not like a content creator on this set. Like, I'm blessed to be at the age I'm at now to start embarking on that trail. Yeah. Because if I was like 4 years ago. And y'all was telling me this shit, I'd have been like, hold on, wait a minute, nigga. I'm about to do numbers. I'm about to put pickle all over the country.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. See, let me go ahead and get TikTok famous just so I can be famous.
I'm telling you.
I don't want all those problems.
And I'm telling you, I'm being for real. I'm going to link up with you. And for the shows that you start doing, start recording them. Okay. I'll start showing you how to do clips and shit. I'm telling you, man. For real,
bro, the crazy part is, like, I know how.
Like, and I help you disguise it because a lot of your content, I don't know if you be cussing in a lot of your clips. There's a way to disguise that so your sounds don't get muted, so you can't get like flagged on.
Okay. So, you definitely have to show me how to do that shit. Oh yeah. But yeah, man, that's wild, man.
All right, so I got one of the questions, right? One of the questions from social media.
Okay, I'm ready.
And this is question: would you ever get back with your ex if she cheated on you? Right.
I mean,
and so when I kind of heard that thought process, I went into my young cheek thief vibes, and I'm like, shit, nigga, I didn't cheat like a motherfucker when I was young. So if it's a chick that I really I'm already in love with the chick, yes, I would. But if it's like if we just dating and you know what I'm saying, then nah, I'm good. I'm not fucking with it. Whatsoever.
I mean, the reason why I say yes is because, and this is like me, the younger me speaking, like, yeah, I get back with her because I'm already up 99. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you don't know 99% of the bullshit I done did, so you done did it once? All right, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because my thing is this, man. My thing, like, real talk, number one, when it comes to the whole idea of monogamy is bullshit. Monogamy is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you choose to do that, do it and try your best to be faithful with it. But at its heart, it's kind of bullshit. That's number one. And number two, if you genuinely love somebody and you rock with them and what y'all is building is real, then you'll be able to get past that. Just because in America, love is a small part of what marriage is. Marriage is a business deal in America because you putting your assets with my assets, and now our assets are our assets. So, like, I got to make sure you're a responsible person. I got to make sure you're going to handle your business. I got to make sure that we're going to be able to build something. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers slip up. Shit happen. You know what I mean? If it's some shit that's ongoing, then you know what I'm saying? Hey, it was good while it lasted. Yeah. But if you on fucking, I damn near feel like motherfuckers need to get they significant other a fucking hall pass every once in a while. Motherfucker, you want to eat the same fucking spaghetti every night?
Oh fuck.
Do you? Do you want to eat spaghetti every night for dinner for the rest of your life?
I think I want some,
Or would you like some chicken Alfredo?
Splash of some chicken Alfredo.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
So it's like, and then on top of that, man.
But see, cause I know how this nigga is over here, nigga. That means you got.
He's talking about him.
That means you gotta let your girl do it too, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So how do you feel? Cause this nigga, hey, look, we had a conversation before about some shit. And Rick was the immediate double standard nigga. So I definitely want to hear this double standard.
You're right, cause I've done some cheating, and then I fucked around, had some karma, and I got cheated on by my ex with my best friend at the time.
Okay. That's dirty.
In my house.
But see that.
But that's a woman.
I feel like that is inappropriate because you shouldn't use the person that I'm super cool with.
The thing is, though, that's the thing, and women will tell you.
Now I got to see this nigga.
Women will tell you.
Joe busted him over the head with a bar stool the next
See,
day.
and that's your mistake, bro. You messed up because the thing about it is this: with a man is gonna cheat due to opportunity and convenience. A woman is gonna cheat either out of real emotion or out of spite. And if she's trying to spite you, she's gonna fuck somebody that's in your circle.
It was the emotion because you're right. Because me and her talked it up. Like, I ain't gonna say names because that's between me and her. But me and her talked
nigga, you from Westville. They know.
Yeah, they know. Trust me, they know.
Right. Everybody else watching don't know, but your hometown know.
But me and her, we talked about it. So I was like, why it happened? And she said, Ricky, you weren't there when I needed you. I needed the attention. I was going through stuff. He was giving me my attention.
Yeah.
When you wasn't. So I was like, you trying to say it's my damn fault? Because I'll be damned if you say it's my fault why this shit happened. But that was her reason.
Let me ask you a real question, though.
Oh, shit.
Before she smashed dude, right? Were you not fucking other bitches, though?
Yeah.
So how you gonna... No, real shit, though. Because I always be asking my boys about this shit. How you gonna get mad at your boy? Now... Getting mad at your boy is different though, cause nigga, you supposed to be my nigga.
Right.
You can't smash her, my nigga. No matter if she throwing at you or not, you gotta say no,
and
then come tell me that she tried to. Don't smash it and come tell me.
The thing.
But even if you do, come tell me first, nigga. Don't let her tell me. Don't let me find out either, nigga. You come to, hey, nigga, I smashed your girl. Don't be mad at me, nigga. She a slut. Tell me.
And see, that's my thing. I feel like there's a rule, and with women, this is their number one rule, and men need to really start adopting this rule because it's a very solid rule, and it's their number one rule, and that rule is very simple: don't have me out here looking stupid.
Exactly.
Don't have. That's all I ask. If you my nigga, you my boy, and you smash my girl, tell me. Don't have me out here looking stupid. Like don't be sitting around. And we sitting here chopping it up, laughing, and you throwing in subliminal jokes that's about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
keep it a buck. Tell me, like, hey, man, you know I fucked her, right? Oh, well, damn.
Exactly.
Thank you for telling me. Now I can go from there. But when I got to hear it from her or hear it from the streets,
that's my thing.
Then it's like, damn, my nigga,
you tell me
you ain't have enough respect for me to say something?
Yeah, because I was having this dude live in my house.
Oh, now see, that's different.
See, and
that's
why I can't get mad at you about that.
Yeah, whoop his ass.
Because he did it, and did he ever tell you beforehand? Or she told you?
I found out myself.
Whoop his ass.
How'd you find out? Because that's important.
Logging to his Snapchat. He left his Snapchat on my phone because he didn't.
So they wasn't even gonna tell you.
Beat his ass and don't even say shit. Just walk up and steal him.
He was long stroking, wasn't he?
Yeah, steal his ass.
Yeah, he was long
around
stroking.
My kids.
Now look. When you long stroking, my nigga, that's different. Nigga, you get a couple pumps in and you out. Right.
Nah, nigga,
if you was long stroking
inside. I just died on the inside. This nigga said he was around the shorties.
My nigga,
yeah, bro. Whoop his ass. I take it back when I said you was wrong for hitting him with the bar stool. You was right.
As you should have. That was different. Like, nigga, I feel like that's way too close.
Me and him fell out, but at the end of the day, like to me, like you said, it's a personal level. At the end of the day, to me, after everything fell out, me and him bumped each other, and I said, I gave it away. I gave him a free pass that night. I said, tonight I'm gonna give you a free pass, but every night I see you on site, it's like that. Every time I see you now, I don't care if it's 10 years down the road, I'm gonna see you again. Cause that's just a personal level to me.
Yeah, nigga, that's a level of disrespect that can't be forgiven.
I feel like he should have.
That's personal.
Yeah. Now look, I'm gonna tell y'all, for all the people who got homeboys out there, y'all gotta understand that if you got your boys back, you can never let some pussy be in between.
Right.
Even if his chick is the baddest you ever seen, if she throwing you the pussy, my nigga, let's just say you couldn't tell her no, right? She was that bad. If you don't, you only got a short window to tell your boy what happened. Because if you don't, nigga,
Yeah.
It's a wrap for you forever. You gotta be able to tell. Because I'm sure now, I'm still on his girl side. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm on this girl's side. Why? Because that nigga was fucking these bitches before that. And that nigga made her do it. Low key. Because I've been a nigga that was always fucking bitches and didn't give a fuck what happened afterward. But realistically, we could have just sat down and talked about some shit, whatever, right?
You make a valid point.
You know what I'm saying? But because you were doing whatever, and she probably started getting, you know, women got this little intuition thing.
So I'm feeling lonely.
But she went too far.
She said, you know what, I'm going to get this nigga where it hurts so bad. And knew that, you know what I'm saying? But your boy should have, at the very least, even if he couldn't say no, should have just been like, hey, fam, I just got through smashing my nigga. Look, don't hit me, my nigga, but fam, I'm going to tell you what happened. If he would have did that, I feel like it would have been, you still would have been all right with him, and you could have, you know, maintained that relationship.
I'm pretty sure we still would have fell off, but I would have distanced myself from him.
Right.
You wouldn't have to fight him or nothing, but yeah.
But beat his ass.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
beat his ass.
Okay, so let's say a different situation. Let's say she cheat on you, not with your boy, but she cheat on you. Do you, and it's a girl that you love, that you can't control your love for, do you get back with her?
Well, see, I've been in the situation where I got cheated on and I left, and I've been the guy where I got cheated on and I stayed.
So you stayed. You did stay one time.
Yep.
Okay.
I say this, like, I ain't never been cheated on to where I wasn't already fucking.
I don't
you know
remember
what I'm saying?
really getting cheated on, to be honest.
So, like,
emotionally, I never. If I didn't care, whatever you did didn't matter. Cause I'm gonna tell you, in the military, I mean, you've been.
Yeah, you got to be prepared for that. In
the military, you bounce around from place to place. So, nigga, when it comes time me to leave, I'm already detaching myself from even whoever I knew.
Yeah.
Like, mentally, I don't even know you no more. So, for me, it's always been easy for just cut off relationships and everything from that.
That's how it was for me, because when I was younger, I was like, when you got cheated on, I was like, man, that fucking hurts, some heartbroken. Now I'm to the age of my life where, like, now if it happens, if I'm cheated on, now that shit doesn't affect me. Like, you know, just go ahead and go about your business.
I'm not. I ain't gonna say it wouldn't affect me. It would affect me because if it affects me, that means that you were important to me. If you weren't important to me, you probably wasn't around me as should have been around me in the first place.
That. I wouldn't say it wouldn't affect me. It's to the fact that now, since like I'm a dad now, and I got two shorties to worry about. That's my goal. Like, if you sit there and cheat on me, I'm not gonna sit there and argue with you. Go about your business. I got better shit to worry about, like taking care of the two kids I look up to. They don't need to see me down because you hurt me.
I feel like at this moment though, I feel like if you got two shorties you worried about, you shouldn't be in a situation where you're getting cheated on, which means you're going after different quality.
Yeah.
So
definitely,
I don't see that being the situation right now because I don't even. If this chick had the potential to cheat on you, you probably wouldn't let her be around anyway. You would just do a smash, little late night smash, and you gone. Is what I said. I don't see you bringing some hood rat to a gathering where she's around the kids.
Oh, hell
and you know you only smashing and she, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let it be known now.
Some motherfuckers you can see that shit in them.
I'm gonna let that be known now for any female that's out there that watches this. I tries to shoot their shot. If I'm not fucking with you like that, you ain't gonna meet my kids. That's just how I am. Trust me, I'm not the type of person to just bring a female around my kids, like whoever, just anybody. I gotta be down for you. I gotta be talking to you for and I gotta be able to see that.
You gotta go through the checklist of shit that we go through. Whatever. Okay. Hey, look, man. I hope that answers your question, my G. We're gonna go to the next question, right? And this one is a fucking doozy, right? So if you got, I'm turning out. If y'all didn't see that Met Gala joint, check it out. My last podcast. It's fucking wild. So the question came from that particular content, and it says, "What can a straight man wear and be considered straight? Like how far off of the rails can they wear shit and be considered straight?"
I guess it's saying because if someone wears some like.
Oh no, I'm about to show you.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Because it was based off of what this dude wore.
All right, let's see. Oh, that shit gay. Who is that?
It's a dude. He's supposedly straight. He's a straight man, and he does modeling. This shit is wild,
nah, bro. That's down now, bro. You like this?
Now, fam, I'm gonna tell you right now.
He like boys.
I'm gonna tell you, and look,
you gonna pull this picture up on the podcast?
I'm gonna put it up on the podcast so everybody can see what I'm looking at.
Bro,
most people already saw this dude's picture from the last video, but
he like boys.
People kept asking me, what is the spectrum of what dudes can wear to be? I'm turning out. You can't, as a man, you cannot wear lingerie. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Fam, a lingerie is for women, my nigga. I don't understand how this is even a thing right now.
Let me rephrase, because earlier I did say that the thing that makes you gay is if a dude is sleeping with a dude. That's what makes you gay. But there are a lot of things that make you gay adjacent. That outfit is very gay adjacent. Like, that's just like... And the thing about it is, if you're not homosexual or bisexual and you wear something like that, then the level of attention seeking that you're reaching is beyond. It's beyond the pale. Because at the end of the day, like, that's
what's
just
gonna
not
bring the eyes to that. Is the people who are of that kilt. So you're bringing the people
that kilt
from that. But here's my take on it.
Trying to say it without saying
it.
Flabbergasted
but this is my take on it. Also, I see what the hell he's wearing. What the fuck is he got on?
So what can somebody wear then that
But we don't know why he wore it too. Because here's the thing: a lot of them.
I know why he wore it for the Met Gala.
Okay, but say
did nobody else wear that shit?
Say we at the Met Gala.
Okay. I'm not wearing that shit.
No. And then a high fashion clothing designer said, we'll pay you 50 G's to wear this tonight.
I'm cool.
No. I'm not wearing it. I'm cool. I'm not wearing the 50 G's.
I'm not.
I'm just
I
saying,
mean, like, and I see where you.
He might have got paid to wear it.
I mean, he definitely did.
No.
I guarantee you, he got paid to wear it.
He's one of the top models right now.
Models so
then he definitely got paid.
He got paid, but nigga,
he got paid way more than 50 G's.
Okay. So let me. Okay, you know what? I like where this is going. So let me ask you this, my nigga. If a nigga paid you $1 million, would you wear that?
$1 million just to wear that for a night?
And get pictures everywhere. Would you wear that?
Damn.
How? Hey, hear me
nigga, I just said it. It's clear as day. You go into that event, they take a picture, nigga, would you wear it for $1 million?
The Met Gala?
Nigga, the Met Gala is huge.
Big.
Every star in the world is at the Met Gala.
Like I'm a little fucked up right now because, like, when you said 50,000, it was an easy. Nah, I'm not doing that shit. But nigga, you just said $1 million.
I wanted to switch it up, my nigga, because I could tell by what he was going with that. And I said, "Oh, bet, let me ask this." So for $1 million,
because you also said when we talk about Mike and 2.7 million, you said, "Bro, this is not a lot. I want to do for 2.7 mil."
Yeah, but nigga, 2.7 mil is more than $1 million. Okay.
This nigga said, "Yeah, nigga, clearly."
Listen. For $1 million to wear that outfit for what? Maybe a total of 4 hours?
4 hours, my nigga, and it's pictures everywhere. Nigga, yes.
$1 million cash?
Nigga, I'm talking about the briefcase right there.
Sign me the fuck up.
I don't think I can do it.
So you would wear that?
Yeah, for $1 million cash. Yeah.
Man.
I'll sit next to whoever the fuck I'm sitting. I'll sit next to Patrick Mahomes. Proudly be like, "What's up, man? I'm a huge fan, bro."
Hey, Patty.
What up, Pat?
With your yams hanging out.
Yeah, man, I don't think I could do it.
Yams hanging out, my nigga. Do you want to look at the picture one more time?
Damn.
Do you want to look at this picture one more time? Look at this picture in all this in all this glory. You would wear that, fam. That's from a wedding dress, my nigga. The top part.
Nigga,
that's a veil,
nigga.
That's a veil.
That's what she wears.
Look
on
at
the
chest area,
night,
my nigga.
Yeah, I'm
that nigga wearing a bustier.
Look at the undies area, my nigga. That shit look crazy, my nigga. Stockings, all that.
I think I could.
So you telling me for $1 million, you wear that and be at the most viral spot on earth where everybody's gonna talk about it for years to come?
Yeah, I don't think $1 million is enough.
So here's the thing.
You throw 15.
You see, here's the thing.
Hey,
you say 15.
Because obviously I'm gonna go viral.
Yeah.
Man, he wore that, man. More deals can come after that. Go ahead and sign me up for $1 million.
So you sticking with it?
I'm still. I'll work for it. I'll work for $1 million.
Let me look at this shit.
I don't know. For $1 million, I don't know. Because at the end of the day,
Joe,
like my fucking.
I've seen you on TikTok shirtless, dry hump in the air,
nigga,
shirtless with water all over you. You're not gonna
nigga, that's completely different from that.
No. The whole world can see it if your video goes viral. The whole social media will see that video. This man's shirtless, dry hump in the air, but you ain't gonna wear that. That's covering up half your body.
But that's different, bro. That's levels.
I'm wearing it.
That's levels, bro. Shirtless with water on you, like that can be like women can see that and be like, "Ooh, okay, I like niggas that size." That outfit ain't but like 12 women in the world seeing that and being like, "Ooh, I like it." But it's a whole bunch of dudes that's gonna be like, "Yes, bitch, yes." So I don't know if $1 million is enough. Like 15. 15?
Hey, that ass. That
I might try the shoes on.
Hey, cause
15?
Because what's crazy, I literally said he got to be gay, and then like a couple seconds later, she said, "Oh no, he's married with kids." I said, "Nigga, why you do that?" Yeah. I'm like, "Why did you wear that, fam?"
And then, and you know what though? I'm gonna keep it. Hold on, no. The fact that you just said that, the fact that you just said that, really makes me sit here and say, cause like I gotta leave here in a minute so I can go hang with my girl. Like my girl wouldn't let me do that.
Facts.
Like my woman wouldn't be comfortable.
If I ask her that, she'll be like, "How much money?"
That.
I'll be like, "For a meal." She like, "You can't get no more?" Because that's we gonna have to deal with this shit for a minute. Because
the thing about it is like,
we gonna have to deal with this
forever
for a minute, my nigga.
Forever, ain't a minute, nigga. Forever.
Niggas gonna know you as that dude that wore a dress.
Forever,
nigga.
Ever.
So you stick with $1 million. Look,
we gotta negotiate.
There's a number for me, but $1 million, I don't know.
Man, because my thing is this, like, listen,
I had to think about it for real.
That comes back to the shit I've been saying this whole fucking time. Like, as far as this being real and how far you willing to go to be in this industry or to make it or any of that.
And you know, if you
like,
wear that
when
shit,
do
nigga,
you?
P. Diddy gonna be on your ass.
At what point do you go against your moral? Not even gonna say moral, because anytime you say moral, people feel like they have some level of superiority because they can't want to say that their morals are higher. But what level of money will make you go against your personal beliefs, to go against your personal standards? Because as far as what a man can and can't wear, I feel like a man should be able to wear just about anything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when LeBron had them shorts on and was carrying that little suit briefcase thing. I was like, all right, the nigga got on a short set. Okay, that's cool. I ain't gonna trip.
I seen Russell Westbrook in a skirt.
That nigga wears a lot of shit that I think is not cool.
I don't feel like that shit.
And that shit's not cool.
No, I agree with that.
Because my thing is this. That community, the whole LGBTQ community, right? They have their feelings and their beliefs and what they do. And I almost feel like it's offensive. I'm almost offended on their behalf when I see these niggas play and try to act like them, but you don't live that life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The bravest motherfucker I ever knew, and I never forget this shit, when Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn, and they was like, he's so brave.
He did that shit for them, yeah.
They was like, Caitlyn is so brave. And I was like, no, the fuck he ain't. That motherfucker was a rich-ass white man his whole life, and now he gets to do this at the end of his life. That's not fucking bravery. You know the bravest person I ever knew? Andre Porter. I went to school with Andre Porter from middle school through high school. Andre Porter always identified as gay. You know what I'm saying? Andre wore weave in his hair. Andre was on the girls' cheerleading team in 6th grade. And this nigga rode the fucking bus to school. And we was on the worst bus. We was on the Fair Oaks bus, which is basically the project bus.
You probably got roasted every
That motherfucker had to fight like nigga. But you know what? That's who he was, and he stood on it. And if you had a problem, goddamn it, we can fight about it. That nigga was brave because that nigga, that's who he was, and he stood on it. But when all these other niggas go, oh, I'm going to wear a skirt to go viral, or I'm going to wear this crazy-ass idea to go viral. Nigga, you being disrespectful to people who really live that lifestyle and really got to go through that type of trauma. It's trans people really getting killed.
Bullied just a little bit.
Yeah.
Niggas want to, niggas say, oh my God, you guys are being such bullies. Like, I know real bullies, nigga, that would whoop your ass because you was gay.
It's real life trans people out here right now getting killed because that's who they are. And that's how they identify. And that's how they present themselves. And they present themselves because that's who they feel they are.
They do get killed like that dude that shot that gay
guy in Florida. But meanwhile, these famous niggas go do it so they can create a buzz. Russell Westbrook gonna do it so people can say, ooh, he's fashion conscious and create a buzz. Nigga, you already got a $50 million contract to shoot a basketball. You already getting all of this other extra money. Now you're just doing this extra shit to go viral, to create a buzz. Meanwhile, that's somebody that I compare that to motherfuckers who want to be black, who listen to the rap music and act like they black and talk like they black, but at the end of the day, you can still switch back to who you really are.
You talking about a nigga like what's that nigga name? White dude that be his name always around Logic, nigga.
Man, niggas like that.
Logic.
Yeah.
Like I like some of his freestyle shit, but lately I'm like, nigga, why you always talking about some black shit, man? Nigga, when trying to be in the black experience, but at the end of the day, you get to go back to your your white life or whatever.
Bingo. So while that dude might have put that outfit on, and he done went viral, and the pictures everywhere. At the end of the day, he gonna go home to his wife and kids. Yeah, just a trending topic. Like you ain't really gotta deal. You gotta deal with the blowback and the pushback from this moment. But it's motherfuckers who gotta deal with that blowback and they pushback every day of their life, every moment of their life, just to exist in the way they want to exist. Yeah. So like, why sit there and play with that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing with it. Don't sit here and act like you understand my struggle because you put it on for a night. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's why I couldn't see myself doing that just because one, that's not my cup of tea, and two, because like nigga, what I look like becoming the face of your fight. I see what you're saying. I ain't fighting your fight. Mm-hmm. So I stand with you, and I hope that you can be free to do what you feel. Thanks. But I'm not gonna be the face of your fight. Yeah.
So to answer your question, fam. I know we went off on a crazy ass tangent.
We did. I'm sorry. I would have
to say, if you gotta ask somebody, can you work, like, how does shit look? Does it look right? I feel like that might be a bit over. Like I feel like we're past the point where colors matter. I feel like you can wear anything. When they Cameron wore pink, you can rock any color. Yeah. But like, if it's something that is traditional for a woman to
uniquely wear, female,
I feel like that is where the shit goes crazy. Like lingerie, if you wearing a bra, nigga, that's crazy. If you wearing a thong, that's crazy. Like some of that shit, I would say that would go as we're a straight man. I'm not gonna say what a gay person wear, whatever. I'm not. You know, I don't know what they wear, right? But I will say, as a straight man, if you wear something that traditionally a woman is wearing, that's where it goes too far. I hope that answers your question.
Fam. Even though it's some niggas who was wearing that type of shit that had a lot of bitches.
Wait, what?
Prince wore fishnets and stilettos.
He
had bitches.
Not just that nigga. Pussy. What's the name was wearing a little bit of that shit too. Mike was wearing a little bit of that shit.
A little bit. But that's the thing. Like that's back then. It was called androgynous.
Well, see, that's the thing, though.
But now that shit is like
a little bit of a phase. I think I wouldn't say that. Well, not Prince. Prince.
Bro, that wasn't a phase because if you
Prince was that. It was the living embodiment. See, it's crazy because nobody ever said Prince. See, you know what? I don't know now because nobody ever said Prince was gay. But Prince would wear a thong.
A lot of niggas said Prince was gay, but
Prince would wear the boots.
Yeah, stilettos
sold into the skateboard, the ice skating ring outfit. Yeah. It was sold into it as a one piece.
Bro, the thing was, niggas said he was gay, but he had so many bitches that it was hard to make that stick. But the thing is, like, that shit ain't even a phase. Because if you go back, look at the shit that the Isley brothers was wearing in the 70s.
Oh, they was wearing.
Go look at Parliament Funkadelic in the 70s. Look at the
album cover, nigga. Yeah. That shit look crazy.
So it's like
on the chest like this.
That shit ain't new.
Here.
That's the thing.
To the belly button, the navel, nigga. To the navel.
Yeah, that's the thing. That shit ain't new. But even then, motherfuckers was just wearing that type of shit to get a response. To get people talking.
I don't know, because nigga,
some of them niggas was wearing that shit because they liked it.
I think Prince, even because remember Prince was wearing that shit even till.
I mean, that's who Prince was.
Prince was wearing that shit till he passed.
Bro, it fucked me up when I found out Prince was like mad if you asked him if he was gay. Like, they say Prince used to be mad at niggas like, no, nigga, I'm straight as hell. Yeah. But it's like, my nigga, like, you are definitely giving me gay adjacent vibes.
Clearly, there is levels to being comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And this is why when it came to the pegging joint, y'all was saying I was being weird with people, judging people on their shit. that's why I didn't really want to say anything too much. I just said, to me, that is the same thing. I called it a gateway drug because to me, you can't tell the difference, right? But there can be people like Prince where he comes off as a extremely zesty individual, but niggas probably smashing all your chicks.
Oh man,
all of them. No, Prince was smashing my nigga. No. If you ever look at a replay of Prince's joints, girls were taking off their drawers. You can see them taking off their drawers and throw them on the joint. Yeah, taking off the drawers they had on to throw out.
What's crazy? Whoa, bro! This nigga said discharge. That's highly uncomfortable. But what's crazy is like no bullshit. Like how like back then, like Prince could really like work that into becoming a sex symbol. But I don't think you can do that today.
No, he was still doing it until recently.
But he was Prince. I'm saying it ain't no new cats.
You can't start today. I mean, it's like Lil Nas X, but nigga,
he ain't no sex symbol though.
Not true. Okay, you know what?
He's a beacon of hope for the LGBTQ.
Who can pull that shit off right now? You think?
I don't think you can. Because of the way society is now.
The only person I actually see go that far in the music industry, this shit is MGK.
Well, no. I'm saying. Yeah. Well, no, he do push it, but I'm saying. Okay, look. Let me rephrase it. Give me I'm gonna give you a star, right? You tell me which star today that's got enough cachet, that's big enough that can start going the Prince angle, wearing type of shit, and because his following so big, niggas will just roll with it.
Oh, nigga, nah, Drake couldn't do it. Drake still got too many nigga fans. It would have to be that nigga that just won a Grammy. Because he literally did it.
Who?
What's the nigga that just won a Grammy? The white boy. It's a white boy that just won a Grammy over Beyonce. He was a regular ass white boy for like 2-3 years. And then he
so
just
he has
changed.
Enough cash and
bro,
followers,
no, I'm saying he literally.
Because I'm thinking about big niggas like Usher.
See,
Prince,
that's the thing.
Like who?
A nigga couldn't do it.
I mean, Prince was a nigga though.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like a nigga.
I feel like
Harry Styles. Yeah.
Okay.
Because like if you go look up Harry Styles from like 2015, 2016. This nigga got on jeans and a t-shirt and a polo. Okay. But if you look up Harry Styles 2023,
I'm more big time.
That nigga Harry Styles is like the biggest white dude in the world right now.
Is he?
Bro, they tried to say he's the new king of pop.
Oh shit.
Like they love that white boy.
So you say he'll be the one that
he is the one. He's pulling it off.
Wearing that shit right now?
Yeah, he's super androgynous now. You see the shit?
Let me see.
I told like if you look up old Harry Styles, he was a regular white dude.
Bro, he ain't lying.
Like that's the shit Harry Styles is wearing now.
Is this a fucking dress?
And he's the perfect embodiment of what I was talking about earlier.
What, is this a gown?
Bro, he's the embodiment of what I was talking about earlier. Of somebody who put that shit on to get a buzz.
Shit the bottom.
Bro, I've been seeing it. But like the thing is, now search old Harry Styles. Like search Harry Styles like 2017, 2018. When he was shit. And the thing is, when he was old Harry Styles, no. He was a regular white dude.
That don't count, because that nigga ain't from the States, is he?
Nah, he from England.
That don't count. No, don't count. Cause niggas out there, them Scottish niggas wear skirts anyway, nigga. That shit don't count.
Is that old Harry Styles?
It's old Harry.
Yeah, look at old Harry Styles.
But them Scottish niggas be
look at old Harry Styles.
Yeah, okay, there's a big difference. But them niggas wear skirts, so no, they don't count, nigga.
Bro, he put that shit on.
You ain't gonna get the same. You not gonna get the same blowback as you do over there in the States.
True.
So that's why I can't count him. Give me a stateside nigga that can pull it off. I'm gonna go with Chris Brown only because Chris Brown had that little time. We had that little dude, that little old
pompadour.
The little pompadour joint.
He
could have easily started just sliding into the all other joints. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
But so, Chris Brown couldn't wear stiletto boots.
Who's the stage side person you gonna pick that at least had a chance to do it?
I don't think you can.
No, I'm just saying, like, just give me. You just gotta pick one person that you say, look. If I'm gonna bet on somebody, maybe this dude can pull it off because he got the following. Young Thug can pull it off, nigga.
He did.
Oh God, he can pull it off.
With the umbrella.
Hey, I remember that.
It was still killing.
I remember that nigga, and niggas was buying his fucking album still.
I'm saying right now. Andre 3000 wore some crazy
Hey,
shit.
no. You ain't lying. No.
And Kanye West.
I'ma say Andre 3000 could be the one that pulled off it like Prince.
Yeah, maybe.
Nah. Cause niggas do not give a fuck unless you dropping bars, nigga. These days people, if you still dropping fire, we'll fuck with you.
What time is it?
Nah, we can cut it, my nigga.
Oh, okay, cool. As long as I'm out of here in like the next 15 minutes.
All right, bet. Yeah. But I mean, we basically then. I was thinking. I mean, Andre 3000. I feel like
I'll go Young Thug because he at the end of the day he still got some fire ass music. Mm-hmm. Young Thug be him.
Bro, Young Thug did it and killed niggas still.
Yeah, and he be in dresses. I'll pull that up.
That's crazy. All right.
I guess it get me about a mile away.
Yeah.
All right, well, man, hey, man, it was good having you on, fam.
Definitely
Look
forward to coming back, man.
For sure.
Y'all got something going here, man. Yeah, I remember.
When he looked like Will Raiden?
That's crazy. Hold on, so what made you want to get on in the first place? Did you see the podcast before with him?
Or like literally, bro. Like Rick been trying to get me to do shit with him for a minute.
He been trying to have you do some shit.
Yeah, that's why I said like no matter how big I get, I'm always gonna fuck with my locals. I'm always gonna fuck with Danville. Right. And like this nigga had been like, man, cause like I remember when he first got to like 50,000 followers. The nigga was posting and shit. Was like, man, you need to come fuck with me. Come fuck with me. And I was just like, I don't know, man.
No, because I've been fucking with Chris for a long time. Like, I've been to some of his shows, and when I started getting viral, I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can get a hold of Chris and see if I can get him to go viral. Like at the end of the day, I'm always gonna look after everybody else.
On the real,
if I'm going viral, I'm gonna hit up someone. The first person I hit up was
Chris. He really did. Swear to God. And I was just like, man, I don't know, man. Because like I said, like the whole like TikTok thing, like I got a TikTok, I got an Instagram, I got all that shit.
Yeah, I really do be messaging people.
But if you go look at my Instagram, bro, I ain't posted nothing on Instagram since spring break when I went to Vegas.
And this ain't no disrespect. Like
keep it a buck.
Like when the Danville rappers be hitting me up, they're like, hey, bro, share my music on your page. I see the messages, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, it's like y'all want me to post our music, but I don't see y'all trying to grind to get to that.
I don't see y'all continually doing shit.
Yeah, like Chris has been grinding to be that. He want to be that top dude.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a minute.
And I was like, you know what? He didn't have to reach out to me. I reached out to him. Hey Chris, come on this podcast. See if we can get your name out there.
On the real.
If I see
that's really what did it.
If I see someone that's grinding,
I'm be real with you. I got about 4 clips, nigga. I'm already in my head that I'm putting out there for your shit, nigga.
Yeah,
4 crazy clips too, nigga.
Like, I'll reach out to you.
Crazy,
nigga. If I see them grinding,
nigga, like niggas gonna be calling you, fam. Just to let you know.
I'm down. Cause like,
it ain't gonna be good. They gonna be.
I mean,
hey, nigga, you was hating on me on that one. Okay. Hey,
cause the thing is, at the end of the day, conversation rule the nation. So I can't never run from. I never run from anything I said, because if I said it, I thought it, and if I thought it and said it, then I meant it. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was talking about Caleb, what I say? This is no slight to you. Yeah. This is just my view of the situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I swear to God, bro, I didn't know you when I came in here. I didn't know you when I was driving over here.
Oh no,
I never looked your shit up.
I
came over here purely off the strength of my man's been trying to work with me, and I'm at a point now where I was like, man, I gotta start really. Right. I gotta. What it is,
that
bro?
Digital footprint.
What it is, bro? I gotta start really taking this shit serious.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing comedy 10 years, and I tell you right now, I couldn't find you 10 clips of me doing sets.
Okay, not finding 10 clips is crazy.
Bro, I'm not capping.
On a 10-year run, that's crazy.
I can take you to places.
You gotta start recording.
I do.
Now, I'm going to tell you what's super crazier, my nigga. You might, nigga, because of that, you might got niggas doing your material in every place.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Niggas might be doing your material you don't even know.
I wouldn't doubt it one bit.
Because as time goes by, you start having more content out, they're going to be like, fam, you got this from what's the name? No, nigga, I made this. And then they're going to be like, show me who I got it from. And it'd be a nigga that used to be hanging out with you in Chicago somewhere.
Bro.
That's wild. No cap. Yeah, you might want to do that immediately.
No bullshit, I promise you. I can take you around motherfuckers here in Champaign that'll be like, Chris? Oh, I was watching Chris 7 years ago. Because the kicker was, when I was coming to do CU comedy, one of the issues a lot of people had with me was, like I said, I didn't have any written material. So like a lot of those comedians, a lot of those comics, every week they was coming up doing the same routine. They doing the same jokes.
Exactly.
The same set. Every Monday and Thursday. They coming and doing the same set.
So it was nothing fresh.
And I'm coming up here every fucking time. I'm coming up here with brand new shit, talking about current events, doing a little bit of crowd work, bringing in what's going on into like real talk, bro. Like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, like a real life current pop culture 7-minute set of comedy. Meanwhile, they coming up doing the same jokes every week.
Yep.
Wow.
And motherfuckers was just like, what do you mean you don't write? Like, motherfucker, I don't waste my time writing shit.
Yeah.
My brain works fast. I think of shit and I go.
Exactly.
So you against writing in a sense?
No, because I understand why you need it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work for me.
Yeah, some people don't work out.
Yeah.
Relationships. He'll tell you. You know, half his show is half of it's scripted. The other half, he's just going off top of his head. And he's on his Netflix specials. Like, that's off top of his head.
Like, I ain't trying to. This is just an analogy I'm using, so I'm not trying to put myself anywhere near this person's class. But Jay-Z always talk about he going.
That's what popped in my head though when you said you know right. I said that nigga like Jay-Z.
Yeah, like I really like real talk, bro. My favorite thing to do. I prefer to go in the middle or the end of the show, and when I get there, I'm gonna listen to like the first 2-3 comedians. I'm gonna kind of like walk around the back of the room and get a vibe of the crowd. I'm gonna talk to a couple people in the crowd and be like, man, I hope these next couple comedians are funny, because when you say that to somebody, when you say like, man, I hope these next comedians are funny. What they're gonna say is like 1 to 3 reactions that you're gonna get. You're gonna get one, man, all these dudes been funny so far. So then you're like, okay, bet.
Which is a great sign.
Yeah. Then you're gonna get the, man, I hope so too, because I ain't laughed yet. So then you know you got somebody in the crowd that you can really like push. Because if you ain't laughed yet, I can go in on you because you're waiting to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Or you got the person like, well, why you want the next person to be funny? Like what? The suspicious one. Like you talking to me, I don't know you. Why are you? You know what I'm saying? Those be the ones that figure out fast that I'm going up. But the first 2 reactions, they have no idea I'm a comedian. And I just be bro, I'm right hand to God. So many shows I've been to where I did that. And I'm standing in the back of the room, and I'm like, hey man, I hope this next motherfucker funny. And they look at me, man, me too, bro. I hope so too, because such and such is whack.
Oh, but then
and we sit there talking, we'll sit there and talk.
And now you can vibe with the dude.
And then you'll hear, coming to the stage next from Danville, Illinois, give it up for Chris Hightower. And I just look at him like, all right, here I go. And I go on stage. And now they looking like, oh shit, is he about to talk about me? What is he about to do? You know what I'm saying? And instantly I start talking about him. And now they looking like they laughing because it's like, I didn't know this son of a bitch was going up there. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually genius, though.
Bro, and it's just, and what it does is, bro, it guarantees that at least one person in the audience
is dying.
Is
not just laughing, but dying laughing.
Yeah, and they with you. That one person, that 1 to 3 people that I done talked to, when I was at the Laugh Factory the other night, the way the Laugh Factory is set up, when you go on stage, you go up from the side, but you got to come through the floor, you know what I'm saying? And the right side of the floor, it's like a railing, and it's like a row of seats, and you got to like walk down it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little walkway with seats on both sides. Okay. So like I find a little spot on that little walkway, I sit down, I watch a couple comedians. Man, dude was kind of funny, wasn't he? Dude was hilarious. Yeah. Man, I hope these next couple comedians are funny too. Yeah, man, me too. You know what I'm saying? It's been a really good show so far. Hell yeah, man. I wonder who up next. Next up, from Danville, Illinois, Chris Hightower. And then I get up and look at him. It's me. And they looking like, oh shit, he's a comedian. But now they ready to roll. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the thing with comedy, with laughter is contagious. You just need one outbreak. Just like COVID.
Oh, no, that's the thing with social media. You just need One video hit the algorithm and your life changed. I'm telling you, man.
Man, y'all niggas about to
shit might have to change, but you gotta put in some work. I ain't
yeah, I mean, I can't. I understand.
It is right though. You need that one, nigga. Once you get that one though, you know you can strike gold again.
Like I said, that's why I reached out to you because I see that you want to grind. Like the male rappers, like I said, no disrespect to them. I fuck with all them that like to rap. But if you ain't grinding out there, don't message me asking to put it. If you message me and I see you trying to put in work, I have no problem using your music on my TikTok page at all.
That's what's up.
You just gotta grind. Show me that you want it, and then I'll try my best to promote you.
Because the
like
thing
I said,
is,
promote one video, all of a sudden that video I help you promote hits algorithm. Next thing you know, you're fucking a sensation on TikTok all of a sudden.
On the real,
because it takes one video.
And the thing about it is, the reason why I can definitely respect that is because you built that platform. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like
people think it's like halfway by. Like I think how long you have on TikTok before your video went viral? I had TikTok over a year and I had maybe 200 followers and I hit 1,000. And then all of a sudden I woke up one night, next thing you know, Rick, you got over 10,000 followers. Month goes on, you got 50,000, you got 100,000.
Yeah, my shit happens over time. Like kind of weird. Like my shit happened crazy fast. Yeah. But like I said, cause my shit, I had big time people follow me when I had like one follower. Mm-hmm. Like niggas who had like 100,000, 500,000. They was like, fam, you doing some shit that's beyond crazy. This nigga, so the difference between me, right, and that this we done, right? The difference between me is, and when you see my content, you understand what I'm saying when I say this, is I'm that nigga who will do the most wildest shit and don't give a fuck about what nobody thinks.
Exactly.
The craziest shit where nobody won't even put a finger on it. And I'll do that shit and be like, so what? But it's also because I ain't around nobody. I ain't outside doing nothing, so nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, ain't nobody come back to me being no public spot and be like, damn, nigga, why you out here thrusting? Nigga, I don't care. So that's why I was cool with doing it.
I feel you. And I work at an elementary school. So
you 100% cannot be a thrust master and be at an elementary school, my nigga. They gonna fire the fuck out of you.
That day, nigga. Chris, can you come see us in HR?
Especially if a kid come around like, hey, this guy's your thrust master. And like, your career is over, man.
No, fuck.
Your career is over. But,
nigga, I can only imagine that shit.
No,
Mr. Hightower is the thrust master on TikTok.
So I do appreciate everybody coming by, man. Make sure that you're liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the video, everything, man. And with that, man, we're going to be out.
All right. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Shit.
Damn, this is a ball, man. I'm going to have to do this shit again.
Nah, big facts.
Yeah, real.